Hi. Yeah, I decided I wanted to do another random Monday stream because we have. I want to finish the home safety hotline game if we can. Um, but yeah. It's an unproductive day. It's annoying if it feels busy at the same time. So hopefully, at least it was a fairly laid back day. So there's an excuse for being not as productive as you wanted. Um, okay, nice. Yeah, my day was uh, very productive for other people. I got a lot of work done today that wasn't my own, and um, that's a bit of the norm. It's my own fault, but yeah, I didn't get as much done as I should have. So tomorrow morning's meeting is like the stand-up call is going to be like me talking for like at least 5 minutes about all the things I did today. And then I'm going to be like, oh, by the way, I did like next to nothing of my own to-do list. So they're kind of used to me doing that, though. I'm too helpful. That might be the way to put it, yeah. At least, a lot of the stuff that I end up doing for other people is for some of it's for my teammates. So my name comes up as like doing something when they're giving their own statuses. So that kind of works in my favor. The fear of stand-ups. um, I just fear meetings in general. You know what? Fear is not the word. I loathe meetings. I, we spend too much time just sitting on the phone talking and not getting work done. And then people schedule a meeting to talk about the thing that we just talked about because they weren't paying attention in the meeting. And then they do it again because they weren't paying attention in the meeting that they requested. I don't understand people. But yeah, I just learned a deal. So but yeah, this is I was adding more spooky-ish games to my library. Those are just going to roll throughout the year, I think. They're not going to stay confined to spooky month. Oh well. Because I want to play all of them. I want to play most of them. There's a few that I'm going to look at sideways until I work up the courage for them. Hey Maeve, welcome on in. How you doing? So yeah, but let's see. Oh, man, I was hoping to do some work, like to kind of improve my model for the stream coming up this week, but unfortunately, I had to return the hardware. It has a malfunction. So yeah, I just had to send that back, and I'm hoping they have a replacement for me. I'll keep my fingers crossed. Yeah, it really sucks. Like, I'm there's no need for me to be cagey, honestly. I want to like right now I kind of use just my webcam to do some tracking with VC face. Which, it's pretty good. And but it does require it's a little more manual than I would like. So I wanted to get ARKit working on this so I can, free up some of my free up some of my attention to do some other things. Maybe also free up a few toggles so I can do something other than, control model manually like a puppet. So yeah, I had gotten an iPhone with ARKit in it. It would have been good for it. But like as soon as I got through the initial setup, I powered on the camera and it immediately started making like this persistent whining grinding noise, and it didn't stop. I did say persistent, but the and it was like that doesn't sound good. So I started tinkering with the camera settings a little bit, and I identified that it was basically the main lens of the camera, the one that's going to be used for like 80% of, maybe 90% of what I need the iPhone for. So, and considering how much they cost, even though it was a 14 and therefore a couple of generations old, like there's no way I was going to accept a less than functional phone. So yeah, I sent that thing back. Yeah, we'll see if it comes with a replacement. And if not, I do have a couple more options lined up to get that moving. So I'll definitely have ARKit working before the end of the year. I'm looking forward to it. um, I was also doing a little more model work this weekend, so I'm gonna try and polish up a couple things and upload a slightly fixed version of this one for Wednesday stream. Yeah, but also signing into I'll take a look for you later. I think I saw your name on there. The yeah, I admittedly I kind of keep as many other windows closed as possible during the stream, just because I occasionally have dropped frame issues, and I want to avoid that for the rest of you. But I'll see what I'll check you out when after the stream. Thanks for following me. The yeah, and actually I prefer Blue Sky myself. I tend to give it more attention, and yeah, I post more on Blue Sky. Honestly, most of a lot of furry jitter lately has done another migration to Blue Sky. Seems we've hit another critical mass of how do I put it? BS. Just straight up BS from Musk. That's about it. And yeah, I've noticed it too. It's degraded pretty quickly again. So, yeah. Yeah. Actually, most of a lot of the furry content creators that I follow, and a lot of them are on Twitch, but even a bunch of the artists, they all bailed into Blue Sky. Like even Walking Dog, whose music you're currently hearing, they're in the process of migrating everything over to Blue Sky completely. A lot of them, many of the content creators have straight up said that as soon as they finish migrating like a bunch of their work and most of their community over to Blue Sky, they're going to just kind of drop jitter. They're kind of done with it. So yeah, Vince has been over there for a while. Vince's crew, which was very nice. A lot of people, I found them over there just with fairly defunct accounts from like the initial panic migration. But yeah, those accounts are waking back up. My Blue Sky feed has never been so active. I love it. So yeah, I hope to see more of that. But yeah, so I'm also looking forward to autumn. Actually, the scene in the background. I'm kind of glad that the random the randomizer kind of picked this one, because this is Letchworth State Park in the fall, and it wasn't even a particularly colorful one. I caught it like post peak, so a lot of the trees have already lost their leaves, but like right now that place is crazy beautiful. And the trees up in my area have also been like on fire. Lots of yellows and golds and like rusted greens. It's really nice. To my part there now. Yay! Yeah. I saw you tossed and turned, hit the snooze button a few times on Blue Sky. I'm really looking forward to seeing like what you post over there, or repost even. So I'm looking forward to it. Oh yeah? Do you got any time coming up soon? We should chat offline and see if we can sync up for another trip to wander Letchworth again. See if we get lost on a different deer path and end up at like a dead end. It was still nice. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, I'll ping you probably tomorrow. I've been very bad with my bedtime lately. while still getting up early for the gym, and I've been feeling it a little bit. So, but yeah, I'll hit you up tomorrow about seeing like when you're free. Yeah, but a little bit of a heat wave has happened. But yeah, we should be getting the snow soon. The frost advisors have started coming in, so that's nice. And like I've actually started wearing a hoodie in the morning when I go to the gym because it's actually been a bit like nippy in the high 30s and low 40s. So I'm pretty happy. All right, enough stalling on my part. Let me fire up said game. Oh, I see. Get that moving. The reason I didn't fire it up this time ahead of time is because like I noticed that if I click into the window at all, it just starts launching right into the game, and like I didn't want to miss anything. Hi Crash, welcome on in. Trusted members who help keep our community safe and fun for everyone. He honestly, he doesn't show up very often, so you know he's still in his vetting stage. But yes. Yes, I did mod that hoe. Nah, I think this might be his third time. Yeah, maybe. Not that I've been streaming all that often, so. Morph? No, I'm not even gonna do that. Welcome on in, Crash, though. Let's see, where did I put it? Aha! Boop. Oh, right. I knew there's gonna be some sort of scuff. There's always some sort of scuff. Ba-ba-da-ba. If I do that one, and I do that one, all right, this is a good reason to actually start this thing up ahead of time. So, there we go. Got it fixed. One day I'll have a scuff-free stream, or even setup. I'd hope that all of my scuff was go. Spotify, why are you still going? I told you to hush. I'd hope that I got through the scuff earlier when I fired up the computer and it decided that Stream Deck decided it wanted to do an update, and then it just kept cycling through the update, kept crashing. So I do have a pet the mods. That should have worked. Yeah. Oh, it's all caps. I see. Gotcha. I was wondering about that. But yeah, and Bones deserves the pets. He requires pets. So, Rayu might be lurking. I doubt it, but because he's very distracted right now. Factorio just released a major DLC. Where like now after you launch the rocket, you actually are going through space and strip mining interstellar. So he's on that right now. I think he's just about to launch the rocket. Actually, he even took today off. He was ill today. Poor guy. It's a terrible shame. Yeah. Hopefully he's feeling better. But yeah, he's in game. He gets lots of pets. So yeah, he is definitely doing that right now. Bum. All right. Where did I leave off? Yes. So the game was just starting to like make its way to the spookiness. Our friend, our smart mouse friend, has made an unfortunate discovery that his hideout is compromised. However, I have forgotten the cat's name. It was Whiskers. Hi, Whiskers. So, poor guy. Poor Mike the Third. Scheduling changes. Yes. Let's see. Employee number 036. I feel loved. Regarding your schedule this week, due to a shortage of available staff, we will need you to come into work this Saturday and Sunday. Thanks for being a team player. Rest assured, your additional labors will be recognized. Sincerely, your overlords. Not at all surprised. I think I've only ever actually been asked to work a weekend like a couple of times, and they were true emergencies. So, like one of them, like one of our production servers had become compromised. So we basically just threw the whole entire thing into a pit and had to, like, all of us, all hands on deck, rebuilt the thing from scratch. And it was one of our subscriber management servers as well, so a bit vital. Yes, Boggarts. Welcome on in, Oberon. Actually, that reminds me. I did have a poll to kind of figure out like what people be interested in for the next primary wins, like the game for our primary day on Wednesdays. And the poll will close at midnight tonight, Eastern US time, so just shy of 4 hours. Let me pin that message. So yeah, for the rest of the stream, that poll's open if you want to manually unpin. Okay, yeah, end of stream. Yeah, I've never seen this option before. I've never had this power. So there we go. Yeah. So yeah, and yeah, I wanted to get people's feedback and opinions on it. Yeah, I called you out. I didn't accuse you of having a singular brain cell, just a singular vote. But yeah, honestly, if like it is set so like you can only vote like once per IP. So if there were some other games you did want to vote for, just toss them my way, and I'll add them into the final results. So I want to make sure I get to like everyone's opinion. So yeah. However, if I remember right, the results are current. No, I'm not going to spoil it. I'll reveal it once the poll closes. And then I have to install the game. Yeah, there we go. Are the all games you play? Let me double check that. So Fix Fox is the only game on the list that I've played any part of, and I'm far from completing it. Like I might be halfway through, but it was also long enough ago that like my poor memory, it's already gone. So like that's essentially a new game for me. All the other ones, I've never installed them. No, Night in the Woods I've installed but never played, and I saw some play of Night in the Woods when it first came out. Yeah, that's a good point. The poll does kind of spoil it, doesn't it? Maybe I should consider hiding that next time. But yeah, Night in the Woods is one I've seen a little bit of. Outer Wilds was one I saw a little bit of, but I had to like bail on the stream. Like it was a period where I couldn't watch Cody stream for a while because I knew I wanted to watch Outer Wilds, and I didn't want it spoiled for me. So concealing votes in my yeah we conceal votes all the time here. Heck, for our primary election, you don't even actually get a vote. It's just an illusion of a vote. What do the results look like right now, though? Oh, look at that. Okay. Before I start the stream, Ori had a scant lead, but looks like the Squirrel has popped in. Admittedly, if they end up with a tie, I'll probably do Squirrel with a gun first because it's a shorter game, and so we'll probably blast through that one pretty quick, and then I can do Ori. Also, I did specifically select the first Ori and the first Spyro, even though I have like both Oris and all 3 Spyros, because I'd like to work through them in order, or at least order of release. We're supposed to say, yeah, I said the quiet part out loud. I never saw the acronym for Squirrel with a Gun written out, and now I can't unsee it. It's going to be swag from now Just so you know. Let's see. Let's go back there. We'll check that out later. Swag. Scroll would be a chaotic thing to watch. Yeah, it would be. Is it really anti-cozy? Like, I can do cozy chaos. So, but yeah, we'll see. It didn't look hardcore. It looked like it was still pretty casual as far as chaos goes. But then again, I only saw like a little bit from early release. The game has definitely been expanded since I first saw it. Yeah, yeah, we'll see what where we end up. I'm looking forward to seeing what people want to do. There's the other, whatever you write into the other will also be added into the results automatically. So, like, even if it doesn't take first place, like, I'll still use it to kind of prioritize the list a little bit to get a sense of how I should tackle things. Lazy and in the government. I know we're shortening everything. I just, yeah. Well, I work in IT, so like acronyms should be coming like naturally to me anyway. Let's see. What do we get for a coupon? A coupon. Let's see. Congratulations, employee. Your high accuracy rate has awarded you with today's daily coupon. Oh, that reminds me. I have one day where I missed one. And I'm a completionist, so I'm going to have to replay this and fix them. Plucked and tamed straight from the... oh, yeah. Today's daily coupon is for tamed river root. River root. Plucked and tamed straight from the waters within the undersoil. That worries me a little bit. The undersoil sounds actually a little bit like... oh, shoot. I've already forgotten the name of the place. In Elder Scrolls, there's the underground area. Shoot, where the vampires are. Oh, is it Gloom? It's Gloom something, I thought. Because we have a 78-page book of all of our agency. Oh my god, it's because there's just, yeah. And how many times do you, as you're looking through that book, do you come across an acronym that you find has been repeated? So you end up with like CIT standing for like 4 different things. This river root is reliable as they come. Their gentle, high-frequency cries, are guaranteed to keep your garden safe from all manner of pests and predators. Just don't forget to keep them well-watered and well-monitored. To receive your discount, simply type the following code during your online checkout. Rootin' for you. Cute. Keep up the great work, employee. $550 for this thing. It better be freaking good. It just looks like a weird, like, skinky mushroom that grew out of a wall. It's funny because he has 70. Oh yeah, he said that. Oh yeah, all the time. We have fake acronyms, I'm gonna call them, that people throw in as well. Like they abbreviate something, but then they capitalize everything in it to look like an acronym. I could talk about mushrooms being skinky. Stop me. Like one of them, they keep abbreviating Canada as CA, and then writing it in all caps. But CA stands for like conditional access, which is is a major system as well. And I think there's a couple more things that I saw called CA, and unfortunately, those overlap. Like there's a Canadian segment of conditional access, and very often I have to keep correcting people's documentation and such to like make sure it says the right thing, so I don't get questions later like, what does this mean? Like, I did this here, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? Yeah. I can't talk about what I should say. They are amazing life forms. You can be amazing and be a bit skanky, you know. But yeah, they are like fungi are insanely like advanced, Like the mycelium network that basically unifies almost all organisms in a forest. That was amazing when I learned about that. Like that's that's crazy advanced. They had the internet before we even thought of it. Like, but honestly, they probably had it before we even existed. So, like, yeah, fungi, mushrooms, they're they're probably gonna beat us out. Heck, they're yeah, you can't even like mold is one of the most difficult things to get rid of. See, first is 6 subdiff. Yeah, I bet it does. um, so yes. Email checked. No new movies have snuck their way onto the desktop, and the frames aren't dropping all over the place, so we're in good shape. Shall we dive into day 4? 1996, and this still looks more advanced than anything I had. Oh, also, one thing I noticed toward the end of the, like at the end of the stream last time, there's something here on the horizon in the center of the wallpaper that wasn't there on an earlier day. So I'm curious what that's gonna do as this goes on. Boop, 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 boop. Hey Rail, welcome on in. Do you have power back? Hopefully. I don't want you losing all your food again. That's very generous of your neighbor to share their power. I hope you get yours back soon, and hopefully you don't lose too much food this time. Do you want to be sent to Florida? Like, I know Rail's there, and that's, you know, a really good excuse to go, but it's Florida otherwise. Coax Rail came to visit. Oh, Coax Rail to come visit. Oh. Yeah, Rail. We should get you up here sometime. Then you can experience what it is to not be in summer all the time. They kind of don't have a choice. The power company just... Oh. Yeah. Hopefully the service they're splitting between your two houses can support both of you.
Hello. Supervisor Carol here.
Yep.
Thine accuracy continues to impress those of us above and below the soil. I have updated your permissions once more. Keep up the great work, employee. Our eyes rest soundly upon thee.
She's just straight out with it now. She's hiding nothing. Should you see DC? Yeah. I do need to go up. Yes. Like this is our region where Bones and I are. Like it's hitting peak fall. Like just about to. Like if you were up here this coming weekend, you'd be probably at the best of it. Probably. It's a little difficult to estimate because the climate has been a little off kilter here. It's really nice here. Like lowish humidity. That's already great for Florida. And 60s at night. Excellent. That's a really good start. Oh. All right, but yeah, vine accuracy above and below the soil. Okay, so it's not really any... Well, it doesn't seem like there's animosity between the above and below soil like they kind of implied in one of the other entries. But, Yay! More things to learn. And I'm gonna keep someone on hold... Oh, God. Forever. In New York City... Oh, why did I read that as New York City? Longest streak we've had in many a year of nice weather. I'm sure it is nice if you're used to what Florida usually has. I've not experienced a day in Florida that I could survive.
There were Satan worshippers in my shed.
Satan?
I think it might be my no good teenager having joined up with one
I forgot about those.
Now, and the next thing you know, I find a dang tree growing in my shed. The tree is all covered in torn up fabric and some kind of black liquid. Classic satanistic ritual crap, I assume. Tell me what I can do to get these godless teens off my property.
A Satan worshipper. Man, she reminds me of my aunt from Texas. All right. Well, I hope you don't mind the hold music, because you're going to be on it for a while. You're going to be on a Texas-sized hold because I have a lot of reading to do. Apologies. I'm usually in Louisiana, so the difference wouldn't be... I've never been to Louisiana. My father has. He says it is miserably humid, and he's actually fairly heat tolerant. I guess since over... He's all over work, I was hoping maybe... Does your work, like, is it like focused mostly on like the eastern U.S., or do you get to go like all over the U.S., or is it even international? It's like, I don't mind traveling for work, like as long as the schedule isn't too abusive. Yeah, I should visit Louisiana before I solidify any of my opinions on it. Yeah. Oh, poor Rail. You're about to hear the same something you've probably heard a few times over the last few weeks.
Please hold.
That. Sorry. Working diligently to address your problem. We will return to the line shortly. For a fay. So, oh, you even did the territories. That... Because yeah, I really would like to do some visits, short visits, to some of the Pacific territories sometime. Like, just to see what that's like. I don't think I need to be there for particularly long, though. I don't know how much they have to offer now that, like, because they're more or less glorified US, like, military bases at this point. Let's see. Animations. Animations are any miniature humanoid figure, such as dolls, puppets, or marionettes, capable of moving on their own. I don't like that. I'm just thinking of Annabelle. Homeowners with animations most commonly report hearing clattering noises at night and missing or stolen household objects. Animations are usually not directly dangerous to humans and will ignore them entirely as they go about their business, but their presence in a household may indicate the interest of other potentially dangerous parties. Just the interest? Most animations will depart or collapse on their own after completing their intended function and no further action is needed. So just little golems. If an animation persists for more than a few days in a single location, maybe a sign of more dangerous activity. If so, call us. Okay. Puppets, gotcha. Not a fan of puppets. The Closet Labyrinth. Alright, we got a hole on Narnia here. Closet labyrinths are large, twisting networks of tunnels, known to occasionally appear inside of closets of wardrobes of wealthy homeowners, or left behind in homes once owned by the wealthy. I wonder why wealthy. Homeowners with closet labyrinths will often report missing clothes or the sound of distant cries coming from their closet. They're incredibly easy to get lost in by design, it makes sense, and can prove especially hazardous to homeowners carrying valuable items such as gold, precious silk, or rare spices on their person. They are otherwise harmless to those who do not enter their domain. So don't climb in, and don't hold valuable things. Got it. If discovered, it is advised to lock or blockade the entrance to prevent accidental entry and diminish the lure of the labyrinth's hidden riches. So there's a bit of a siren call as well, saying, hey, I've got some stuff in here. It is absolutely vital a closet labyrinth be removed from a home. We strongly recommend you call us. We have a special service specifically for this, which is actually separate from the cellar grotto service, I think. Yeah, but there's a grotto removal team, separate from the labyrinth removal team. Interesting. I honestly would have thought they would be one and the same. There must be significant problems. Also, it looks like at the back of the hallway there's something lurking. There's like a change in the pixelation that has me a little concerned. The dream. Oh, I hate this one. Dreamweavers are large, spider-like creatures known to weave dreams into reality. They also are known to cause nearby humans to only dream about everything being covered in webs. They will only move into a household if no other spiders. Don't make me choose. Dreamweavers are parasitic in nature and feed off the dreams of humans while they sleep. While this does not cause any direct harm, it can lead to increased anxiety, and the large webs they weave can often trap dust, pets, and children, causing further complications. So the webs are real. Dream. Yeah, I haven't heard that song in a while. That's a good one, though. To remove a Dreamweaver from a household, you should refrain from sleeping for as long as possible in order to starve the creature and encourage it to find a new home. That would be difficult for me. I can do all-nighters, but like when I sleep, it's hard and heavy, and it hits like no control. So I'm like this. I'm named such for a reason. Dreamweavers will often attempt to induce sleep by ensnaring homeowners and injecting them with a sleep-inducing vent to not let them do this. And we don't even have a pest removal service for it. They're not trying to sell a service. They're just like, stay awake. Can't you just leave the place? Just wander out. Heck, leave a bug bomb. See if that does anything. I don't want to click the audio sample. Yeah, I hate that. All I could see was mandibles in my head. Ugh. False flower. Please continue to hold. Your call is very important to us. Technicians are continuing to research the solution to your issue. To avoid unnecessary delay, please do not call back. Other technicians will not be able to find your solution any quicker. Heck, honestly, you could probably just say, we are currently summoning the nearest priest. They'll be on their way to cleanse your greenhouse in a moment. We'll get that dungeon dragon worshipping stuff out of your way. Man, I do not miss the D&D like panic that happened like back in the 90s. That was ridiculous. As well as the whole like playing records backward to hear like evil messages. That has never really worked. That was just like Periodola at its weirdest. I think Periodola is the right word for it. I know you use that when you like see faces and things. I think it applies to like pulling patterns out of things in general. False flowers are long, slender creatures that vaguely resemble common houseplants. They are known to take root in indoor potted plants, disguising themselves among the flowers. Homeowners often report hearing faint singing. False flowers are harmless if left to their own devices. However, if you attempt to disrupt or remove them, they will often lash out by spraying a toxic chemical known to cause blindness or loss of sight. What's the difference? All right. False flowers are not to be disturbed once they have taken root. Water regularly and try not to notice their presence. Ignore their singing. What's their singing sound like? Ew. I thought you said it was faint singing. That sounds like someone turned a rubber duck into a Muppet. That'd be annoying. That plant's going right outside. Kobold. A little kobold. You're interesting. 5-foot-tall humanoid creatures with dog-like faces that are known to burrow into dark rooms or storage closets and make them their home. Homeowners infested with kobolds will sometimes report broken floorboards, probably making their burrow bigger. Kobolds are harmless to humans unless they're discovered, at which point they will often lash out violently to protect their home, causing injury or even death. If discovered, kobolds will attempt to lure humans into their space by poking their dog-like heads out from behind corners and whimpering. Do not ever enter a kobold's domain. I can see how that's dog-like, yeah. A little weird, honestly, but I've seen weirder breeds in dogs. One should not attempt to remove a kobold from their home. Strongly advised to hire professionals. Use our service. Yeah, honestly, we'll let one of you take the hazard. Hopefully the service doesn't cost much. I've seen how much your little random gewgaws and trinkets cost. Like that shroom from earlier. That was a bit sudden. A little coughing bark. Rain nymph. Are a subspecies. Oh yeah, blah. Are most active during rainstorms. Faint humanoids with a glow in their eyes that often appear near windows and doors, asking to be let inside. Homeowners afflicted, not infested, but afflicted with rain nymphs, often report flooding. Rail, be careful when you answer the doors, especially at night. The floods they cause lead to water damage, which can be both costly and dangerous to a home. They're very preventable, in that their pleas to be let inside can simply be ignored. It is advised to stay away from doors and windows during rainstorms to avoid having to endure their various temptations and threats. Was your former roommate particularly unpleasant by chance? Did they sound like this? Interesting. Can you hear me? Hello? It's so muffled. The entire apartment building, the sprinkler system must have been involved in this. It must have been. Like, to hit an entire building at once. Really? I'm assuming they were on the top floor then? 3. Oh my god. How did it go on that long? Was like no one home to notice the flooding? Like I feel like as soon as it like started leaking to the lower floor or oh, not just him, like the other people in the apartment. Like as soon as it like started coming through to the second floor or made its way out of his own like units, like people should have been like banging on the door or possibly kicking the thing in. So when the notice started coming, oh goodness. Oh, I hope the damage was minimal to you. There's really a good reason to get out of Florida. You're cursed with flooding, it seems. Happened during the day when most people. Oh. I guess North Carolina is usually not as flooded. Usually. Poor guys. Poor people. Yeah, I heard Asheville actually just recently got water service restored to homes, but it's not potable water, so do not drink it. It's pretty much just meant for like washing up and and I guess now your toilet works again. But yeah, so if you live in North Carolina, do not drink the water in Western North Carolina, or at least especially Asheville. So, old roommate got his own place next door to me. He lost his job, and to save money, he was washing his clothes in the bathtub. A quick Final Fantasy raid with it. There are no quick Final Fantasy raids. Ever. Certainly none short enough that you can complete it before a bathtub fills. How damaged was your... I'm happy they're a former roommate. So, oh no. Overrun. What did you do? You don't have to share. I don't want to embarrass you. I've already called you out on Twitter, so. Or is it Blue Sky? It was Blue Sky, I think. Filled his place to where the water was above the carpet, down into the apartment. Like the carpet was completely saturated, just turned to a river. Filled it the same way, and then into. Yeah, doesn't surprise me. That's one thing that like Japanese bathrooms have going for them. The way they're designed is the bathrooms actually kind of set into the floor a bit, or if it can't be for some reason, like in case of like hotels have been retrofitted, there'll be a raised entry for the doorway, so you have to step over it to get into the bathroom, and there's a drain in the floor, like by the tub, and the floor slants toward it. So like if there's any water at all on the floor, it just goes right down the drain there. As a matter of fact, when while I was there, whenever I was like washing my hands in the sink, I could hear the water just pouring out underneath the floor down the drain. So, and I think that's partially because partially be because it's a good idea in the long run, and also might have something to do with it, like the traditional bathing style, where you typically don't wash in the bathtub, you wash outside of it, and then you just soak in the bathtub. So I suspect that's some of it as well. It's just a little damp. Don't be a drama queen. Yeah, don't be a drama queen, be a dairy queen, because I want some ice cream, please. Also works well. And your wet soccer... the drain... that's a good point. It didn't look like it'd be easily clogged, but, if a towel floated onto it, it would certainly do the trick. Yeah. So, yeah, it's not foolproof, of course. Oh, right, soap sprites. Whole 2 weeks worth of... That's even more reason not to have even tried to fill up the tub or wandered away for a minute. The tub was already mostly full with laundry before the water. Soap sprites are known for consuming bacteria and harmful microbes. That's useful. They frequently occupy bathrooms, appearing similar to pink bars of soap, in order to feed off the hands that use them. They secrete a suds-like substance that is used to digest their meals. Despite their bacteria-eating lifestyle, they're frequently known to spread deadly diseases such as the Fey flu to humans who handle them, making them a serious household hazard. That's unfortunate. They're easy to remove and dispose of by way of tongs or other grabbing utensils. Identifying them can be difficult, so it's recommended to not keep any bars of soap in the household to ensure they can be identified and removed as soon as possible. Well, if they're always pink, then just don't buy pink soap. Easy. Don't know if he was that bad office. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you don't have to deal with that anymore. But, man, that must have been a nightmare. And that also must have been very expensive. Hopefully he had renter's insurance. Actually, hopefully you all had renter's insurance, because I suspect, all of your policies were going to be talking to each other. I don't like that it makes those noises, but honestly, at least it's easier to identify then. Yeah, rental insurance is required here as well. Most places require it now, actually. My place actually required like the max, like 300,000 for liability coverage, which is the max that my insurance would offer. And I think it's actually the max most would offer. Sprig tree. Are a rapidly growing tree-like organism that takes root in a human body. They are known to cause structural damage to a home as they continue to grow, generally reaching their full size in a matter of days. Known to be caused by the touch of a spriggan, which I'm going to guess is probably the blocked entry just before this one. Sprig trees are incredibly deadly to those infected and will result in death once they have reached a certain size. Anyone near a sprig tree while it is growing in an indoor location is also at risk of injury or death from the structural damage that will occur as it grows. So not direct death, it's indirect. There is no cure for a sprig tree. So this is actually a lot like the false beat then. The infected individual should be quarantined while any others occupying the household should vacate the premises immediately. Do not touch the infected person or the black substance that leaks from them under any circumstance. This actually might be our Dungeons and Dragons tree. Begin looking for a new home and arrange any funeral service as needed for the affected individual. Because, they mentioned a black substance that leaks from under the tree. And it grows out of them. So that could explain the tatters of cloth all over the branches. But how sudden is it? The good for nothing teenager having joined up with us. He's been gone for days. So it wasn't that sudden. She's just not paying attention. Find a dainty growing in my shed. Jeez. Yeah, I think the sprig tree is what happened there. But we'll finish with the last couple entries. Sprig vines. Rapidly growing vines that are known to quickly consume a house and block off exits. They are often a sign that a spriggan has been provoked. One of the real estate listings in that video from last week, like there was a house that was dramatically marked down in price. It was covered almost entirely in like ivy. I wonder if this is what happened and why it also cost as little as it did. Sprig vines are not dangerous on their own and can be cut through with common gardening tools. However, their tendency to block exits can create struggles when needing to exit the house in a hurry, such in the case of floods, fires, or a spriggan in pursuit. Fun. Sprig vines will continue to grow so long as the spriggan that made them desires it. It is advised to vacate and rehome as soon as possible. So you need to deal with the spriggan to get rid of the vines, or at least stop their growth. Okay. And a trash gnome. It's a possum. Trash gnomes are, with thick brownish gray fur. Frog-like, those are not ears, those are eyes on top. Okay, not a possum. Frog-like eyes and large gaping mouths. They're known to seek out trash receptacles and burrow inside them for both food and shelter. Homeowners with trash gnomes often report the smell of rotten eggs, finding large clumps of fur throughout the little thing wanders throughout the house, tipped garbage cans, and loud crunching sounds at night. They're highly territorial once homed. Their bite's not fatal, but it can lead to inconvenient and painful circumstances, such as the loss of a finger or a nose, while attempting to discard trash or remove a trash bag from the receptacle. They are also capable of spreading deadly diseases to humans, such as rabies and tetanus. Honestly, anything that lives in the garbage is going to spread all sorts of diseases. Cute. I like that emote. To prevent a trash gnome from homing inside your trash, Recommended to not let trash in the home be idle for more than a day or two, as their noses are highly sensitive to the smell. To remove a trash gnome permanently, it's highly advised to call us. So not let trash inside your home for more than a day or two? I suppose that's possible. You really just have little tiny garbage cans and don't use the typical large one that most Americans have in their household. I don't generate trash enough to warrant ever taking it out that often. Anyway, we've seen everything. I'm pretty sure it's a sprig tree that she's experiencing. Sorry, ma'am. Potentially demonic in nature or satanic in nature. Well, it's probably not satanic in nature. I'm pretty sure I know what mythology is going on in this game. Sprig tree. Boop. And it tain't the Christian one. Well, not directly. There's nothing saying you can't have multiple mythos after a while. Multiple mythos. Tasty rum. Wow. Next caller. There we go.
Hey, I called last week about some noises in my house, and after following the instructions you sent me, they still seem to be happening. I already told you guys what was happening, but the short story is that every night I'm hearing clattering noises coming from the kitchen. In the morning, I usually check the kitchen for any signs of droppings or whatever, but the place looks spotless. Can you please tell me what's actually happening so I can get some sleep?
I told you.
Please hold.
It's a hob. Was there a kitchen-specific one? I am forgetting. Doesn't seem like it. But yeah, you've got a hob, sir. Hopefully you've been leaving... Probably a common one, if I remember right. Yeah, hopefully you've been leaving out some cream for them. Otherwise, you're about to have a bigger problem. Somebody might have said rum. It is my fortified beverage of choice, as Bones can confirm. Though, yeah, and spiced rum specifically. Yeah, it's yeah. Actually, the what I'm drinking right now is Kraken spiced rum, with a splash of coconut spiced rum, and then Barks root beer to top it off. It's wonderful. The vanilla flavors in the root beer, just like an excellent bridge with the vanillas and the spiced rums. So, yes. I honestly, if we ever hang out, I would be happy to share mine with you. Promise. Or at least get some for us all to share. I tend to pick up like whenever I go to a con, I usually like one of the first things I do is make a run to a particular shop to acquire a couple of beverages to keep in my room and to like for sharing, because I like to invite friends over, and not full blown parties. I'm too low key for that. But I will also use it as to take the edge off of a particularly draining day, because as much as I love to hang out with everyone and see everyone at cons, I don't have a huge social battery, and it takes me a little time to recover. So yeah, I'll frequently sneak off to a quiet place to kind of do spot charging, and then I'll come back and rejoin the fray. So party. I'm not very good at seeking out parties at cons. Thankfully, I've got really good friends like Bones, who happen to know where some good gatherings are and good people, and I tag along like a puppy dog. Yeah, that's how I meet people too. So yes, you know where they are whether you want to or not, because everyone wants you at their parties. Um, small group. Yeah. Yeah. Like conventions are the yeah, I've been trying to avoid using the term poppy for now that it's taking on a less than stellar connotation over time. So but yeah, like I'll usually stick with a smaller group of people. Like, but cons are one of the times where I make an effort to get out of my shell, get out there and see people. I'm well known for life. Yes, you're well known for life. And unfortunately for you, that means we also have ammunition. You need to get more ammo on us. It's only fair. Oh really? I suppose if you move around as often as you do, cons would be difficult, and having a government job is also makes it a little more difficult, especially if it involves a clearance, because having to do I forget what it's called, but as well as the debriefing afterward, like it's really annoying having to like just throw out there like, yeah, I went to a furry con, I was in Atlanta, or I went to Toronto, which you definitely have to report on because you cross international lines. Yeah, like I went there for this reason. This is all the people I saw. This is what we did. This is where I was all the time, and it's so exhausting. And a lot of that would be like unless you're the kind that's willing to just throw it out there, like without like batting an eye, like that you'd be kind of squirming a little bit in your seat about having to like out that stuff. Tell me they already know. Just on, yeah, they in the government, they know. They already know. As a matter of fact, I'm sure I've got some stealthy watchers right now that aren't in the view count, because occasionally I say words that raise attention. So I try not to like draw too much attention to myself online though. I've been pretty good about keeping a lower profile, but every once in a while I say something that I know is going to rub someone the wrong way. Fuck them. Where was I? Oh yes. But yeah, hopefully you do get a chance to check out a con at one point. Like, they're not always for everyone, and I might recommend a mid-size one. Like, I wouldn't recommend like Anthrocon or MFF or maybe even FWA as your first con, because they're so big. Unless you've got a lot of friends there that you can hang with and kind of stick to that core group, because like it can get overwhelming. Anthrocon was my first one, and that was a bit much for me. Just jumped right into the fire with that one. But yeah, if you do get a chance, it's certainly worth the experience at least. So hop. What was he doing? Oh yeah, everything's clean. Clattering at night. Come and hop. And I don't think it was any of the other hobs. Nothing's broken. It's not a desk. He says everything. Kitchen faces. Yeah, the entire place looks spotless. So it's not like just them cleaning the sink and the dishes. So it's not a pipe hob. Bum. I hope he doesn't have a toilet in the kitchen. That I'd have to send people over to deal with him for a different reason. Yeah, you've got a common hob, sir. I'm gonna give you the same answer I gave you last time. Follow the advice. He's not going to. And then the next time he calls, it's gonna be a freaking boggart. Which I think happened last time. But yeah, he didn't say anything that implied that it had advanced to the stage of a boggart yet, so that's at least a plus. He still has a chance. Hi.
Yes, hi.
Hi.
I recently purchased from your company one of your home security installation services.
Thank you.
Not a week later, I'm still getting break-ins. As I mentioned prior, someone has been breaking into the greenhouse and taunting us with their singing. They could be some insane serial killer, for all we know. All they do is sing at night, but no one in my family feels safe anymore. None of your stupid
And that might be the false sprig.
Please hold.
Or was it the false sprig? False plant? False flower. Because this one sings. She said it was a greenhouse, so it's going to be some sort of plant-like thing that sings. There were also the, was it like the whistling the whistling fungi as well. Then again, she said it sounds like singing, not whistling, so it's probably not these. Yeah, don't think that's what they're singing. I think these are the only two musical ones that I recall. I'm gonna take a quick scroll through. The seedlings, they don't sing, but they're certainly a greenhouse thing. Yeah, they just burrow. So yeah, these things are similar to the false flower, and that you don't disturb them once they've rooted. I just want to look at the raccoon again because he's cute. Look at the cute guy. Look at the cute boy. Let's see. Does anyone else sing? It stays in the greenhouse. It's probably not a wisp. The night gnomes don't sing. They just breathe heavily into your ears while staring at you while you sleep. They're very friendly like that. Mice? No. No. The lamp sprites just make kind of a sizzly electrical noise, so probably not them. Spiders. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the false rosebush sounded like birds chirping, if I remember right. Like, but a bit like the water, that like toy where you put water in it makes a little bubble, like burbly chirp, bird chirps. The bird whistle. So that's probably not that. False artifact buzzes. Faintly. Yeah. I think I got it in one. Please, you've got a false flower. This should do it for you. I forget, did the false flower... I don't think we offered anything for removal for that. I think it was just, you deal with it. Yeah, you just keep it watered. Pretend it's not there. And don't remove it. You should be fine. Oh, you again.
Hey, Flipper here. I've got 2 dumbbells that I bought from you that need a good spit shine. Know what I mean? I mean, these bells are
How lewd, sir.
grit, grime, grease. Can't even see my face in them when I'm deadlifting. Know what I mean? I mean, I'm looking at these bells right now here. I'm seeing spit, crud, and juice, and
Hey, who are you? How did you get in? Hey, now easy there. Get away. Get away.
Uh-oh. Huh. I wonder if that's what happened to Mike. The guy who has been trying to warn us since day one, who has been found by Whiskers. Oh dear. Huh. Okay, well now I know he's a threat. He's not just a weird prank caller. I wonder if Supervisor Carol will help me with this. But I've never seen dumbbells that were like reflective, where you could actually see yourself in them outside of a cartoon. So weird. Weird boy. Weird lad. Weird mouse maker. Next caller. How can I help you? Oh.
Hello, Supervisor Carol here. I noticed that you've been experiencing regular, disruptive calls from a false caller with ulterior motives. I've seen to it that this false caller shall no longer be a blight upon me. Keep up the good work, employee.
Thank you. I think. What happened to them? Okay. I seem to have a good boss. I didn't have to even reach out to her. She was paying attention. Apparently she's monitoring calls for quality assurance. And proactively took care of this for me. Honestly, that's something you could hope for in a boss. Someone that's paying attention, knows your needs like as soon as you do, if not earlier, and does something about them. Next updated permission, false caller. Looks like we're having a network issue. We're gonna see if my memory is any good.
There's some kind of insect in my house, and I think it may have died. I saw this big, nasty thing fly in through the window, and I haven't been able to find it anywhere, but I think maybe it electrocuted itself somewhere because I can smell this awful burning scent throughout the house. Can someone come find this thing and get it out of my house?
Please hold.
First thing that comes to mind is something I mentioned earlier, and that was the lamp sprite. Not that I can confirm it, because I seem to recall them making little like electrical little buzzy noises and something about like smelling a bit like burning maybe. Let me see if anything else sparks a memory though. And it doesn't seem to be more active than that after flying in. Huh. He said it was like an insect as well. Yeah. He seems pretty convinced it's insect-like. So he saw something small. So it's probably not a raccoon. Did lamp sprites fly though? That's a good question. I don't know if they said anything about them flying. I think I just kind of presumed that they could because of the picture. I thought I saw like wings in the silhouette. And also, it could be interesting for it to get inside the lampshade like that without being able to fly. But that's a very good question. Is there anything else here that smelled like burning? None of those. Wood secretions, I think, were sweet, if I remember right. Or, no, they were really pungent, but for some reason to children and small animals, they smelled sweet. I don't think the night wisp had a scent. Mole? No, not likely. The laundry gnome? Depending on how long... Awful burning scent throughout the house. Unless your dryer's been running non-stop, it's probably not a laundry gnome. Also, they're not particularly insect-like. Or noticeable, because they sound like they just look like fabric. No, don't Google. Thank you for the offer, though. Like, I already got one wrong in this game. I'm not want to go back and redo it anyway. So if I get another one wrong, that's just something else I have to redo. So we're good. House fires? Probably not those. They do smell like burning. Smell terribly like burning. But it's probably not a house fire. They don't look like insects, usually. The hold. Hobs and roots and bushes and flowers and beats and artifacts. The Fae, the dreamers and hobs. Blah, 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 blah. Freaking cockroaches. Yeah, I think I might have it. I feel pretty confident that it's the lamp sprite. At least I don't see anything that like calls out otherwise. So, sir, you might have a lamp sprite. If I remember right, you're just gonna have to leave your that light on until it burns out, and leave all your other lights off. We might have a pest removal service, I think. I forget. So, good luck, sir. Don't try to remove it yourself before all the lights have burned out. Otherwise, it's going to get spicy for you. Brr. Next caller. Maybe. Oh, there you are. Oh.
It took my daughter. It took my daughter. She's gone. It wrapped its awful tendrils around her and took her down with it. I saw it with my own eyes. Please, send help. The police won't do anything. Send help.
I feel a little bad about this. Someone's calling in a panic, because like a genuine panic.
Please hold.
And I'm just like, please hold. At least it wasn't the first call of the day. I guess those aren't necessarily wings. And for causing a lamp to flicker or burn hotter, sometimes causing a burning smell in the home. Okay. At this point, they'll seek out to prevent. So there's no mention that they can fly though, and yeah, this is what I mistook as wings, but now that I look closer, like it could just be big hands. Tendrils around her and took her down with it. That feels like floor roots. Because they go for children, they wrap around them and just drag them down. So they're very little danger to awaken aware human adults. Not spot quickly, they're a strangling hazard for human children while they sleep. Let's see. It's on the floor. Gone. Make any repairs of the floor as needed. So floor roots sounds like the likely culprit here. But it doesn't sound like they move that quickly. Huh. But you just watched it drag her down? So, is there anything faster than floor roots? With tendrils? I don't think the Horde had tendrils. I think it was just a presence. Invisible, odorless, collective consciousness. Yeah, this is intangible. That probably doesn't have tendrils. I don't think the Cobalt had tendrils. I cost it with a work call right after I said it was noodles. Oh. Let's see. Right. Right after you said that, I was saying that it's worth an experience to check out a convention, but I wouldn't start with a big one if you're not fond of large groups. The big ones can be a little overwhelming. But I did recognize that also your work might make it difficult to plan ahead for a convention. So, yeah, you might just have to play it by ear. But yeah, they're certainly worth it. Otherwise, you've missed a few entries. And also, our prank caller has been dealt with by Supervisor Carol. I'm unsure what happened, but she dealt with him. We'll see. Yeah. So, the smaller cons are easier to get into, like on short notice. They don't have quite the demand for hotel rooms and such. But wherever you decide to go for your first con, definitely make sure you have friends that you're going with friends. Like for your first time, I definitely would not recommend going by yourself. It helps to have someone there to either show you around, or at the very least, to kind of banter with and people watch with. So, let's see. I don't think I mentioned kobolds having tendrils, but and they were violent as well. They're not just going to drag them down. Although, we'll lure them out. He didn't mention anything about a dog. Just awful tendrils dragging her down under. Probably not mice. I don't think it was the mirror nymph either. They didn't have tendrils, they just have a mirror. Don't look in the mirror. Moles, I don't think they mentioned them having tendrils. Yeah. The only reason I'm looking, I know what moles are. The only reason I'm looking is because this is one of the species where we first got our dose of that's not right, with the warning about never killing a mole, as well as something about relations with the ones beneath the soil. But yeah, no tendrils there. The night wisps. Yeah, they're just floating lights. So no, not that. It's probably not the pipe growth or the pipe hop or portals. Raccoons don't have tendrils last I checked. Not usually. The rain nymph has long fingers, but no tendrils. No mention of tendrils. Almost no one in the fandom really, being new and semi-antisocial. Yeah, that's fair. No one I'd feel comfortable with going to anything yet. Feeling on my own after going down a I honestly, it sounds like how I ended up in the fandom. I found it through art on VLC, I think was the name of the site back then. So yeah, that was my entry into the fandom, and then eventually I happened to meet a random furry that was going to the same college as me on LiveJournal, another blast from the past. And that was weird. He invited me over to his place. They were having a little furry get together at his place. It wasn't a lot of people. It was I might have been number 6, and I felt a little out of place. But I was happy that they included me, and they didn't do anything to make me feel awkward. That was entirely on me. That I just was so shy. They went out of their way to make me feel at home and comfortable. So yeah, it was nice getting into the fandom. In my experience, and my experience goes back to 2004. Yeah, so 20 years of experience. On the whole, the fandom has been a positive and really nice and really great place to be. As with every group, there are definitely elements that I wish didn't exist, but it is nice to see when the rest of the healthier part of the fandom tries to deal with that and work them out and isolate them as necessary. So it tries to be healthy as well. Fur Nation, Angel of Fire, man, I nearly forgot those existed. I remember those, as well as some other ones that. Yeah, I got the 18 plus tag on my stream. There was also Yifstar and a few others as well for the more adult stuff. Just part of it for me. Most people are in high school, college, and honestly, we form most of our connections, our social connections, in those places like high school, college, and to some extent work as well, where you're spending a large part of your day with the same group of people every day. So it just happens organically there. But that's difficult for me now because I work from home. I don't have an office I can go into even if I wanted to. I can assure you I don't want to. So yeah, it's difficult to make friends. I have to go out of my way if I want to make new friends. And honestly, streaming kind of helps with that. So, like, I've started making new friends. Like Rail, I've been getting to catch up with you more, and Oberon, I get to see you more on my social media and in here, and I love it. Like, it's great making new friends here. So I find some places. 34. Oh, 34 going on 35. You whippersnapper. Yeah, youngin'. Learned a lot of the drama. You'll eventually learn the drama. Hopefully you learn of it only through, like, secondhand stories and cautionary tales. And you never... I hope that you never experience it directly. Basically, it's akin to wishing someone a happy life. The reality is you'll probably see it eventually. I can only hope that you're spared from the worst of it and for as long as possible. So all normies. We used to call them mundanes. But, you know, apparently it sounded a little too insulting, derogatory. And also, given the furry stigma, violently... You know, the furry stigma's been around forever. It's a lot less than it used to be. Like, the whole burn furry burn thing, that seems to have subsided for the most part. Outside of the chans. Definitely... Skibidi Hawk 2, a fella gigachads. Mocking hard or hard everything. Gee, God. That hurts. There's something about, like, the whole, like, that entire pack of, I guess, zoomerisms, for lack of a better term. Like, I don't really want to put it on the entire, like, generations. It's more recent colloquialisms. Honestly, that might be more elder zoomer at this point, now that I think on it. Yeah, that was the first time I actually had to look things up to understand, like, what are they, what does this mean? The terms are so divorced from, like, context and any sort of clue that I couldn't pick it up on my own. Or maybe I'm just that divorced from current culture, which honestly is more likely. But now I know what all of those words mean. And I'm not better for it. Sorry, did you say something else? Elder Zoomer is a thing. I'm an elder millennial myself. Yeah, like the alpha generation is there. It's not long before the betas come out. The poor betas. That's gonna be a rough one. Elder Gen X. Wait, Elder Gen X? You're not that much older than I am. But still, poor Gen X. They got squeezed hard between the millennials and the boomers. If anyone knows, say 70s. Born in the 70s. Alright. Yeah, I was born in the early 80s. That's how I ended up in elder millennial. So like late 70s and into the beginning of 80s puts you at like younger Gen X. Where was I? The vines don't seem to do anything. Stare slug, the tea sprite, the termites, the toilet hobbit. I almost read that as toilet hobbit. Poor, that would be a terrible halfling. One hell of a furry clog. Trash gnome, travel gnome, fungi of the unicorn, whistling fungi, sprite of wine, secretions of wood. This really does just sound like the floor roots. The Fae, the Dreamweaver. The Dreamweaver is a spider. It doesn't have tendrils. It just has really freaking icky legs and webs. Bed teeth. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is floor roots. We'll throw this out there. I can't wait till I get hand tracking so I can just see how much flailing and gesturing I do. Skibidi Toilet Hub. That is what you call the person in the Skibidi Toilet. That's a Skibidi Toilet Hub. Just so you know. So, yeah. Let's see. Zillennial. Oh yeah, I've heard that one for those that are on the edge of the two generations, because generations don't have a hard cutoff. As much as we try and make everything black and white, there's usually a slight overlap between them. So there's a like 2-year gap. It would be where Zillennial would fall, but I think that's like 80 to 82 or something like that.
It stole me. It stole me.
Mirror nymph.
I'm not me anymore. It took me.
Oh.
It took me. I can't see myself anymore. I'm gone. Help me. Get me back, please.
I feel so bad. So these people have some real bad issues. But
Please hold.
shit. Hopefully, was there a fix for the mirror nymph? Sorry, Louise. Squeeze in the middle, smack dip. I'm stuck in the middle with you. Crossing genetics with skippity. Just closed my eyes again, climbed aboard the tree. I'm glad your Dreamweaver train is probably better than the one that's currently on this game. Hopefully the two never mingle themselves in your memory. Otherwise I'm going to have to turn on the arachnophobia mode. Every time one of those shows up, I am very tempted to turn that thing back on. I don't know what I was thinking with allowing myself to see the spiders. Or even hear them. The things I do for entertainment. Anyway, oh right, stealing. Yep. Nuisance, not a direct danger. Wanderer looking. Affected homeowners can restore their likeness by catching the mirror nymph and breaking its mirror with an iron implement. I have a horseshoe that I got on the cheap. I'm pretty sure it's made of iron. You can have it. You need it. I hope you get your face back. Poor person. I knew something was up as soon as I saw how pixelated her face was. I adore spiders, but always take care of your own needs first. Well, it's thankfully not completely debilitating.
I think some homeless or druggies might be in my house because I keep finding used needles, cans, metal scrap, and other such nasty things on my living room carpet. I have children in this house, and this is a very serious hazard to their health. And before you say anything, yes, I already called the police, and they told me to call this number instead. So I assume that you will send over the proper authorities to deal with this matter promptly.
This woman.
Please hold.
Like, I immediately, like, soured on her as soon as she said, I think some homeless. Not like some homeless person, but like homeless as a class. Like kind of like she's speaking of filth. Clearly, this is some wealthy suburb. Suburbanite, honestly. Spiders, yeah. If the spiders ever do get to be to a point where it's too much for me and I struggle with it, I will do what I need to do to mitigate the issue. I can deal with them more or less in games as long as I can find a way to not be too immersed in the situation. Honestly, it's going to be interesting if I ever play Elder Scrolls again now that I'm wearing a headset, because I didn't do that before. I just had any spider sounds coming out the desk speakers. Having them directly in my ears is going to be a very different level altogether. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, I won't harm myself for entertainment. And honestly, and again, if anyone else like has a worse case of arachnophobia than I do, definitely let me know. I want you to feel comfortable here. Like, there are all sorts of settings in here where we can, like block the images of things for particular fears. Although, if you have xenophobia, you're already in the wrong stream. I'm sorry. But these other ones, like, yeah, like I don't mind. Like, I want you to be comfortable here. Sacrifice. I might need a sacrifice. No, I mean, well, no. We'll discuss sacrifices in the future when we have sacrifices available. Ever played Lethal? I have not played Lethal Company. I have seen a lot of Lethal Company. Probably enough that, I'm not. Lethal Company is a game that is made not so much by the game content itself, but by the people you play with. Which, now that I say that, I feel like I may have said that before. So maybe with the right people I could do it. But yeah, I saw the spiders in there, and I don't know if I could deal with something that looks like that is that big, rushing right at me that fast. I did see the arachnophobia mode once. That was great. It looked a lot like a Gmod error, just saying spider instead of error. That was good. And Satisfactory's arachnophobia mode is entertaining as well, where it turns those bugs into like cats, and they just kind of make this really like nasty meowing at you as they attack. They still have all the same mobility and such, and still the same lunging, but it's kind of believable in an angry cat. In there, if you turn around, yeah, I already read that. What's this one? Tours. Oh well. Oh right. So first thought, garbage gnome, but let's double check what she said again. Homeless druggies, because I keep finding used needles, cans, metal scrap, and other such nasty things on my living room carpet. Oh no, it's the horde. Shit, she has the horde. Oh, that was a worse situation. Why is the garbage in the home? Rotten food, used syringes, rusty metal are among the more common hazards. Well, what brings them in again? Prone to spreading disease. Once introduced, continue to gather. It is advised to sell one's home. Oh, she's not gonna like me telling her to sell her place, especially as the property value of this cul-de-sac house, which I'm assuming is probably plummeting the longer this thing exists. So the sale price is just a constant decreasing clock at this point. From the horde and gathering, keep one's home as tidy as. Apparently, she keeps a messy place. We'll offer you a hob. It might be early enough that they can help. Have to go pack and get ready for my trek to the boonies, PA. Most of Pennsylvania is the boonies. Have a safe trip. How long are you in Pennsylvania for? I think you said night. I'm sorry for forgetting if you did say. But yeah, I hope you have a safe trip there. I hope where you're staying is comfortable. And yes, that's why. Oh, I've driven through Pennsylvania so many times, going between New York and Virginia. It's a long ass drive. It goes forever and ever and ever. So, yeah. And that was going the short way across it. Lots of family in PA, let me know. Okay. That would definitely help. So, yeah, have a safe trip. As a person of color, one of my concerns is always going to the boonies. That is fair. In Beeville, oh my god, in Texas as well. Act like they never saw. Texas of all places.
Yeah, is there some kind of home security camera I can purchase from you guys? For the last few nights, we haven't gotten any sleep thanks to some punks outside with flashlights or something. Someone keeps flashing these bright lights through our windows at night, but I haven't been able to see who's doing it. I want to catch them on camera so I can finally bust these stupid teens for all they're worth.
Why do they always assume it's the teens?
Please hold.
Shake, Sister Cloud. Curse the teens! Yeah. So I went to high school in a very rural place in upstate New York. And after coming from like larger places and other states and overseas, it was a little jarring to be surrounded by that many WASPs, white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, in case they don't use that acronym anymore. I felt very out of place. Like, I'm as pale as any other Irishman, but I still did not feel at home there. There was like one Asian family there, and unfortunately I got the impression they really didn't feel welcome there either. They kind of kept to themselves, and one of them was sort of in my class, but he kept getting into trouble, so much so that he spent so much time in school suspension that I never really saw him in any of my classes except for one or two times. I didn't realize he was in my class until I saw the yearbook later. I was like, what, really? In my graduating year, I should say. And I guess a couple years after I left, the first black person moved into the village as well. And I didn't see them when I went to visit in the festivals over the past half dozen years or so. So I'm guessing they didn't feel comfortable either. So yeah, I definitely get it. I don't have the direct identical feeling, but I know some of that feeling where you're just this is not my home. This is not me. Or this doesn't feel like a community I feel comfortable in, despite your best efforts. I can only hope that you have a completely different experience and that you have the best time of your life there. So I shall cross my fingers and hope for the best. That's honestly the best I could do. I know that the boonies are interesting. You always have to keep your wits around you. Oh, heck. I didn't dare come out of the closet there as not straight. That was tempting death, so. I already knew they were not going to be accommodating in any way. So, but yeah. I'll be watching you, check in. I want to see how you're doing. To let you know you're one of them devil-worshipping furry types. They don't think that we're furry, that we're devil worshippers. They just think that we use litter boxes. Don't get it. That's what the beach is for. That's why I don't go to the beach. Let's see. I think it was some sort of light or nymph or wisp or something. Furry, not straight. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, maybe. But, come out of one closet at a time. At least the ones that still have doors. So, honestly, it's honestly naive of me to say this, but I'd like to think that most people, and I can kind of say this, most people, after I grew up and got to know them a little more, most people, even in that rural village, they probably would have been fine with it after a bit. If I came out, I didn't give them the chance, and I only, I made the judgment based off of my classmates. And children are brutal. They're vicious. So they're not necessarily the best judge of character, but they're a good barometer, honestly. So I can hope that people will be willing, or would be, at this point in our life, would be more interested in judging you based on your character and like how you handle yourself as a person, and just how you treat other people, and hopefully any other prejudices they might have would take a backseat to that. Again, that's naive of me. I understand that. The world is not as nice as I would like it to be, and that is part of why I'm a bit of a hermit. Honestly, I'd hide in the mountains if I could get consistent internet and easy food up there, so that I didn't have to hunt myself. Children are horrible regardless of the situation. Children serve one purpose. They're the reason we invented the trebuchet. It's a very useful invention, I might add. So yeah, they're not all bad. And some people are a reason for provide a source of income as well, like teachers. So it works for them. Yeah. Yeah, always look for the silver lining. Even if you have to freaking polish a thing until it actually does shine. Night wisp. Pretty sure it says night wisp, but he was saying something about yeah, there it is. Lights from bright floating lights hover outside windows at night. Did he mention hearing things? So he thinks there's some punks outside with flashlights or something. Keep flashing his bright lights. Happily we'll see. He hasn't mentioned actually hearing them. Okay. This is still probably it, but maybe not. Everyone brings joy into our lives. Some when they everyone brings joy into our lives. Some when they enter, others when they leave. Sometimes it's the manner in which they leave which brings joy. Let's see. I'm pretty sure this is it though. There aren't too many things that shine lights through their windows if I remember right, so. I should probably just go with my first instinct. Okay, we'll give him his answer. The Knight of the Wisps. Where are you? There you are. Good luck, sir. I think we're getting more calls each day. It does seem like the volume's increasing. Call volume, that is. The hold music has been pleasant so far. Next caller. I kind of wish there was a clock so I can kind of keep track of how much time has been passing in-game.
Hey, so I think I found some kind of door.
Uh-oh.
I feel like maybe I should step through it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No. No.
I think I need to go inside.
No.
The wind feels so nice.
God damn it, it's a portal. A clock when you'll be here forever and ever. Forever. No. My poor tailbone cannot handle being in this seat forever. So,
Please hold.
please hold, my lady. But I'm pretty sure you have a portal. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Basements, homeowners with portals frequently report cold drafts, strange dreams, and a strong desire to enter. Yeah, I don't need to look at anything else. It's a freaking portal. Ha-ba-ba-ba. Do-do-do-do. I thought for a moment it might have been like the Narnia thing, the labyrinth, closet labyrinth, or whatever it was. But then she mentioned the breeze, and it's like, no, it's definitely not. Portal. Because I am thinking with and of the portal. There was a bit of lag there. I wonder if the game really needed that long to send that, or if it's just artificial. Ooh, that was a quick one.
This might, like, sound strange, but I think there's some kind of, like, squid or something in my bathroom. Like, I went into the bathroom in the middle of the night last night, you know, and I could see something slithering under near the sink with its, like, little tentacles or, like, tendrils or, you know, whatever. But when I turned on the lights, nothing was there. I checked under the towel, like,
whoa, dude.
under, you know, like that little soap thing and everything, but I know it's somewhere. Like, it's too freaking big to have gone down the drain. It's still gotta be hiding in here.
This might be the little soap sprite or fairy or whatever that was called.
Please hold.
The like. Yeah, you remember, like, when we were younger, back in our younger days, our spring years, like, the adults would usually get after us for using like too much when what we were saying. They'd be like, you sound like a valley girl. Yeah, like, totally. Well, it turns out that use of like, or that overuse of like with all the different variations, actually dates back to, like, Shakespearean times. Actually, it might be even before that. So, we didn't start it. Neither did our parents, or even our grandparents. That goes back a ways. And it's existed significantly in English for, yeah, a couple hundred years at least. So, and not just as, you know, the dictionary definition of like, where it's to enjoy something, or the other form where we use it as a simile, where, like, this is like that. So, like, it was all the forms of like. There are actual formal terms for the different variations of like that we use in a sentence, and they all have a specific and valuable function. So, next time anyone gets after you for, like, yeah, right there, using the term like too much, tell them it's there's nothing wrong with it. However, if you do feel like you are maybe overusing like, which, you know, some of us sometimes feel like we add it to the sentence too much, and we feel like it's impacting how others perceive us. Like, you can kind of train yourself out of that. One easy way to do it is anytime you think you're about to say like, swallow. Like, just it forces a break into what you're saying, forces your brain to, like, catch up with your mouth, and it allows you to get right back on the train of thought. And it's but, you know, it also keeps your mouth from getting a little too over salivated from, you know, talking too much. So yeah, just if you feel a like coming on, just swallow. And, you know, it's a short enough break. People generally aren't going to interrupt you unless they're asshats. So, or bum chapeau if you prefer. Didst their society also covet shirts made of color-changing fabric, and boots with which thine could inflate with air for support? I forgot about the pumps. The shoes with the pumps in them. Those were all the rage when we were kids. I never had them. It made no sense. My parents were just like, you're not getting those. Like, it costs too much money. Save your allowance for a year, maybe you can afford them. Hypercolor shirts that change color. I do. I didn't get to see too many of them. They generally didn't last very long. But they, I do, my yearbook from high school, the inside the front covers, like the pages, the first couple pages and the last couple pages are actually that color changing paper, the temperature changing paper. So it was a lot of fun just, like, putting our handprints and fingerprints on it and watching it change back. And, like, my paws are really hot, so, like, it changes fast. It's very dramatic when I did it. I remember the Yeah. It doesn't make sense, honestly, to me, because, like, if you, like, your body heat's gonna just constantly change that thing already. So, like, what are you gonna do? I did also see, like, these shirts where you can draw on them with markers, and the marker would just wash right off of them. That was a fun infomercial for a while. Yeah, I bet you are. Especially working around the train engines. Let's see. But let's see, consuming bacteria from my bathroom. So like they mentioned that, I think they actually mentioned the tendrils on here. Or maybe I just saw it in the picture and assumed it. Maybe I just assumed it. Would we know if he had Fey flu? He's wearing those like pink shades. Those would mask pink eyes. And he would also never know if he got pink Fey flu if he's got pink shades on all the time. The world already looks pink to him. Uh-oh. Okay, heard some kind of like some kind of squid in my bathroom. Middle of the night. I could see something slithering under near the sink with its like tendricles. I didn't notice the spelling before. Tendricles or tendrils. Something slithering under near the sink. What was the pipe hub again? Making homes inside pipes. Rich at night, consume dirt, grime, and hair. Instead, they should take. Wait. So there's no mention of them being tendril here either. We just kind of assume that they are narrow enough to fit into a pipe. So the sub sprite is still maybe the best option at the moment. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's like these little spots on the screen which look like someone splattered like their drink or bits of food on it, and I keep wanting to just wipe my screen clean. It's bothering me. But it's part of the aesthetic of the screen to just have these little white spots here and there. I don't miss that from the days of the glass CRT screens. Spray tree. Although I wonder if that's supposed to be my character's vision. Stair slugs, don't move that quick. Toilet hub? Clumps of wispy hair on the other side. Yeah, again, they only really spoke of the hair and the face. Really mention tendrils. The sub sprite still is the best option so far. House speeder. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be anything mundane at this point. They're going to throw me a curveball like tomorrow where it's freaking houseflies or something. The Horde. The Gopper. Frozen pipes. It's not the floor roots, because he says they kind of they hide, they slither, and they're hiding from him. So the roots don't bother doing that. It's definitely not that. And nothing else is really coming to mind. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go with my instincts. It's the shop. Good luck, sir. Consider body wash. for multiple reasons. Hop, 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 hop. Ooh, 100% accuracy. We got it right. Instincts were good today. And speaking of rim shot, I shall have a rum shot. Complete your 5th day on the job. Oh, right, we're working the weekend. It's getting closer. I don't like that. I want to take a look at the housing commercial again. Pretty sure it was this one. No, this is the commercial for us, so it must have been the broadcast. Yes. Yeah, this place here. This is the one that I was thinking is probably the one that's got a Spriggan in it, because the sprig vines made me think of this. So that would certainly explain why something this huge and luxurious, only 12K, a steal even back in the 90s. That's like a bank foreclosure in the 90s. Okay. Thunder Peak. What's this about? Great American Hikes through Pennsylvania. Brought to you by the Home Safety Hotline. Oh yeah? What's my thunder? How are you gonna peek it? It's one of America's most dangerous yet rewarding hiking locations. In this guide, we'll show you how you can be best prepared for one of nature's most beautiful trails. I wonder what's going to be hiding in the background of some of this. Supplies. This reminds me of like some of the analog horror stuff on YouTube. As with any hiking trail, you want to ensure you come prepared with supplies to help you meet the demanding physical trials ahead. Stay hydrated, get your sunscreen, maybe wear a broadbrim hat, and hiking boots, definitely hiking boots. Something that protects your ankles from rolling them. Water bottle, yes, yep, there's the hydration. Nothing obvious in the reflection. Iron sword. Okay. The Fae are in the area. Climbing gloves. Okay. If you don't have access to all these materials, be sure to consult one of the Thunder Peak park guides before embarking. Visit today and take home a false rose bush to decorate your home today. You don't have to take it home, it'll follow you home. The trail. Thunder Peak is a straightforward but steep trail consisting mostly of switchbacks, leading through a natural cave, it's pretty cool, and finally a short climb up to its pristine peak. Oh, the cave's at the top nearly. Pace yourself as you progress. This both conserves energy and helps you appreciate the scenery around you. I appreciate that they've paved the trail. Like all the way up the mountain? That's unusual for me. Be sure to stop and read the info signs littered along the trail. Hold up a check. I want to see what that said. What's behind the rocks? Since the early 1900s, the Timpanogos cave system has been a favorite. I wonder if that's a real place. Has been a favorite place for people to visit. As a result, the caves have been equipped with electricity and grade acceptable for guided tours. Cool. Blah, blah, blah. Seldom, if ever, visitors, often hidden, or are not existent. Wait. What is hiding behind the... Is an indicator or something beyond. Follow the tracks and see if you can find airflow in the cracks of smooth flowstone, like that. Not all caves are easily accessed. Oh man, there's some claustrophobia right there. Okay. Some of ever have visitors. Entrances are hidden or are... Most something exists in quiet darkness and out of something. Oh, quiet darkness and obscurity. Oh, most caves exist. I see. I thought there was something else in there. When you see red and yellow lines, it means you are in a high rockfall area. Travel with caution. There might be an angry boggart. Once you've entered the quiet zone, remain completely silent. As you approach the cave entrance, remove your hiking boots. Hold on a tick. That went by so fast. I want to see that sign a little more. Okay, so people just walking through the narrow areas. Looks like this might be the thing that they went through right before the quiet area. Hopefully it's just a chimney on top. No gear. You are here. Nothing particularly ominous on this sign. Yeah. Spread cave entrance, remove your hiking boots. And put on the slippers. Enter the cave. The door has a lock on it, I think. Yeah. Huh. When inside the cave, move carefully and quietly. Do not stop. Follow the lights. Do not stray. I'm a little worried about the flowstone thing they mentioned on one of the on that info sign earlier. If you hear this sound, stay still. Unsheath your sword. Oh. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully someone recovered the footage. Once you exit the cave and put on your boots and gloves for the final climb to the peak. And once you exit the cave, put on your boots and gloves for the final climb to the peak. You made it. Now enjoy the view. And remember, you have to go back. It does appear to be a nice view. It's probably not worth the cost, though. Didn't see anything. Huh. Well, it's, maybe mildly worrisome. But yeah, apparently there's some sort of fey creature in there. That's the need for the iron sword. Mail. This address is no longer active. Hello, if you're receiving this email, it's because you've been emailed by this address before. The employee this address is registered to is no longer employed here at Home Safety Hotline. As of April 30th, 1996, which is tomorrow in-game, this address will be shut down and no longer able to send or receive email messages. If you still need support from HSH, please email us. Thank you. Support. Whiskers found his prize. Haghide? My goodness. What a steal. Congratulations, employee. You're high. Yeah, that's the same. Today's daily coupon is for Haghide. Sourced cruelty-free from the perished and treated with our flower-scented formula, these are the best quality hag hides you'll find. This month only, we'll even throw in an iron wall mount free of charge. Let the whispers keep your bed the safe haven it should be. Sleep easier, sleep safer. To receive your discount, simply type the following code during your online checkout. Haggling for deals. Keep up the great work, employee. My God. These coupon codes. They're the worst kind of dad joke. I like them. Huh. They just whisper, huh? Just nonstop. That's not concerning at all. But apparently people are willing to pay $1,000 for this thing. Huh. Cruelty free, you say? I wonder if it's taken from an old person or if it's actually from the mythological monster, the hag. All right. We're here for our overtime shift. If we're supposed to be closed on weekends, or actually, are we supposed to be closed? I wonder if we should be expecting many. Well, we're getting more entries, I guess. So I don't have everything. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 more entries to unlock, apparently. Or at least ones that are obviously marked.
Hark, employee.
Hark!
Lend thine ear once more. Supervisor Carol here again. I've updated thy permissions to grant thee access to all relevant household hazard information.
Nice.
Continue thy labors, employee. Soon thy time in the soil arriveth. Prepare thy body.
What do you mean? I'm not interested in being buried yet, ma'am. Oh. Well, the mouse tried to warn me. Let's get on with it. Maybe there's a way to avoid it. Autumn vines. Vines with orange and red leaves that are known to slowly grow over a house, frequently occurring during the fall. Homeowners with autumn vines often report feeling dizzy, lightheaded, or blissful. The pheromones autumn vines release in the air, while not toxic, can often cause household accidents thanks to their blissful dizzying effects.
Some kind of animal has gotten into my cellar. I know it's down there because I can hear it flapping around sometimes when the house is quiet. Tell me, what to do to get rid of this thing? Because I think it's getting into all my Pinot Noirs and Chardonnays. I found a whole bunch of broken bottles on the floor. Stupid thing is probably getting loaded.
Sounds like you got a wine sprite. I'll go check that in a moment. To remove autumn vines from a household, locate where their initial growth is coming from by inspecting the soil around the home for an extended red parent vine. Pull this vine out by the roots and burn it. Prevent autumn vine growth by making regular offerings of insects or meat substance to the ones beneath the soil. Okay, I see. So I'm pretty sure you have a wine sprite. Large-eyed winged creatures. Okay, this is where I got the winged from for the sprites. I just kind of apparently copy-pasted across all the sprites. Winged creatures, they'd be flapping around. Here's some reds. Long. Here's some fusside. Commonly report broken glasses and their wine having a rotten taste and smell. But yeah, broken glasses. Okay. Ha 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 ha. What did she say? I think it's my PNRs. She apparently hasn't tried drinking any of it, so. Okay. Bed hag. Oh. Well, now we know where the hag skin came from. Also, wait, did the Autumn Vines have a... The Autumn Vines did have an audio sample, I missed that. It's not particularly unpleasant. Sounds like a noisy night, honestly. Bed hags are large humanoid creatures with an elderly woman-like appearance. They are known to dwell beneath beds, hammocks, and other suspended sleeping apparatuses. I'm not sure what the plural of apparatus is. Homeowners infested with bed hags will sometimes report croaking or wheezing sounds at night, or the feeling of a heavy weight on their chest at night. Okay, so there's your paralysis demon. She's just hiding under your bed, apparently. Bed hags are not dangerous to most healthy human adults, but small children and humans suffering from breathing problems such as asthma may be adversely affected by their presence. Bed hags are known to steal the breath of their sleeping subjects at night, causing a shortness of breath and sometimes sleep paralysis. There it is. Bed hags can in fact be beneficial to a home, as their presence can frighten off other pests such as various insects or mice. Although, if you don't want them, well, we can get rid of it for you. Well, she's not at all subtle. Ugh. Okay. Hop, 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 hop. That sounds easy to figure out, though. Dorcha. Such music. Such sweet music. Dorcha is the one who delivers. That's an interesting opening. Homeowners experiencing Dorcha commonly report feelings of immense dread and the sensation of being followed or pursued. They may also experience visions of a great lurking shadow. Dorcha will deliver that which it seeks. There is no coming back from deliverance. Dorcha is otherwise harmless to humans it does not seek. To be sought by Dorcha is to be found by Dorcha. If you or a loved one are sought by Dorcha, it is advised to grieve and find peace through acceptance. Wow. Okay. So this is apparently the fuzzy shadow of death. Fuck. Alright. That's worrisome. Leprechaun. Oh. Weird. Leprechauns are small humanoids covered in long brown hair, known for consuming common household valuables such as jewelry, silverware, and other precious metals. Alright, consuming them, huh? In addition to being a household nuisance, leprechauns' appetite for precious metals can also cause long-term damage to heaters, furnaces, and other common appliances if they're not properly protected. Additionally, they can occasionally cause direct harm to humans in cases where human homeowners have metallic medical implants such as braces, crowns, joint replacements, Bones, was there metal in your when they fixed your knee? I think there was. Stay away from leprechauns. Leprechauns will move on to other feeding grounds on their own once they run out of food, but more proactive means of removal require physical capture. If immediate removal is desired, give us a call. What do they sound like? This is the sound of something breaking or metal dropping. It's just like meow, meow, meow. Neighbor's doorway. Neighbor's doorways are door frame-like structures that can often appear in basements or cellars. Known to cause confusion if stepped through, as well as parallelism. As if you wander into another dimension. A very similar one. Neighbors' doorways do not cause any direct harm to humans, but a step through the resulting parallelism will often result in unwanted household activity, such as altered behavior or perceived missing memories in the human who comes through the other side. Huh. Neighbors' doorways are tricky to remove without accidentally putting one's body through them, and potentially triggering the parallel activity. It is advised to use our removal service. One can prevent neighbors' doorways from occurring by practicing mindfulness and not letting one's mind wander towards wishing for alternate life paths. Interesting. Okay. Oh, sit up. Yeah. There's got to be a solution to make this chair more comfortable for long terms. Ha. Oh well. Puka. Oh no. I don't like this. Well, at least I don't like where this is going, just from the looks of it. Pukas are shapeless creatures. That's definitely a shape. That commonly inhabit homes in the shape and likeness of a household pet. They are known for their tendency to replace common pets such as dogs or cats, and live in their place to watch homeowners eat and sleep. Homeowners with pukas frequently report unusual or frightening pet behavior. Yeah, that qualifies as both in that picture. Pukas are relatively harmless, but the discarded bodies of household pets they leave behind... Oh god. Okay, they're body snatchers of a sort. No. They're just doppelgangers. They're ditto. They're vile ditto. Evil ditto. That's the word. Can leave behind... can over time create other pest and disease hazards within the home. Foul smell signifies decay, and a discarded body should be found and removed immediately. They can be encouraged to leave a home by not drawing attention to their activities. So don't pay attention to the fact that they're standing on their hind legs and just staring through your soul. Yeah, sure, that'll be fine. They thrive on attention they receive from frightened homeowners specifically. So refrain from screaming or yelling when surprised by them. Make attempts to ignore their presence whenever possible. Huh. I don't even want to hear what they sound like. Jeez. Alright, well apparently you're convincing as a dog. Spooked me. Reanimation? Oh. Oh, I don't like that. Alright, we got zombies. Reanimations are the deceased remains of living creatures capable of moving on their own. I think you mean once living creature. Well, I guess you said remains of living creatures. Homeowners with reanimations commonly report foul smells, soil being tracked inside the home. Sure. And large holes in the ground appearing near or around the home. Reanimations are capable of spreading a wide variety of dangerous diseases and parasites deadly to humans. Makes sense. So close proximity or contact should be avoided. They are also commonly used to inflict direct violence against homeowners, and are incredibly adept at hiding and waiting for vulnerable moments. I don't like that either. Reanimation's pursuit is slow but relentless. A relocation is not necessary or advisable. It is advised to contact any friends, neighbors, or strangers that homeowners may have recently slighted. Make peace or bargain. So basically, if you see one of these, someone has probably sicked them on you. I hear that. Alright, zombies exist. God, there's no sound for that. Spriggan. Where are you, Spriggan? Are you just outside the window? Spriggans are small green humanoids with leaf-like coatings on their bodies. They are seen rarely in households and reside primarily inside trees. They are known to act violently upon homeowners when provoked, however. Homeowners affected by Spriggans commonly report rapid vine growth in and around their homes, and the feelings that the trees are watching them. Spriggans are incredibly dangerous to humans when provoked. Physical contact with one will result in the growth of a sprig tree within the affected individual. So you don't even touch them. Spriggans cannot be persuaded to leave the home once provoked, but you can take precautions to prevent provoking one. Refrain from removing trees, flowers, or weeds on your property. Do not even kill or hunt wildlife within view of your home. Do not eat wild fruit or vegetable that may grow on your property. Consider making offers of water each night left in a clean dish on your porch. So they're just an angry houseplant. I do think that might be it, like, standing just outside the window there. I think. Okay. Oh yeah, Mother Nature's got some tricky things. A troll, even. That is a troll fella. Like a melting candle. Trolls are okay, you're not like a small thing. 12-foot tall nocturnal creatures, normally not seen in the home. Not surprising, it's a bit difficult to fit something 12 foot tall into the home. However, during the winter, they will deflate their bodies in order to fit inside homes and steal warm materials such as blankets or articles of clothing. Homeowners infested with a troll will frequently report missing clothes or claim to hear the shrill sounds of air escaping in the middle of the night. Trolls are very dangerous to humans when they are startled, thanks to their ability to inflate their bodies to their full height of 12 feet in a matter of seconds. Their skin, despite its flexibility, is incredibly durable and will smash through the ceilings of most homes when fully inflated, causing property damage and injury to anyone in the vicinity. Don't approach them. Anything you can do to avoid startling them. Apparently pufferfish on land, and big. An active troll will leave by morning once it has secured its bounty. It's recommended to install repelling fixtures such as UV lights to prevent future break-ins. Okay. They make them sound not particularly dangerous, unlike a lot of stuff in the stories. Mind the trolls! Just popping in to say hello and see how the spookies are going. They're going pretty well. We've just unlocked the final items in here, so I'm pretty sure this is almost the end of the game. That must be the sound of the air deflating. Weird. Though my supervisor did tell me to prepare my body for the soil. I don't like that phrasing. We'll see. Warlock Remnant. Oh, hi, sir. That's a reason not to have fancy mirrors in the home. And good reason to drink. We'll get a second one. All right. Warlock remnants are residual presence often left behind by former warlocks. Really? Imagine that. Most commonly inhabiting older households, castles, or underground dwellings. Homeowners experiencing warlock remnants often report objects moving on their own, the sound of hostile warning whispers, or sighting bearded figures in reflective surfaces. Yeah, I wouldn't want to see that. Warlock remnants, while a hostile presence, are mere echoes of their former selves, and they're generally harmless. Their ability to manipulate the small household objects can prove hazardous to less cautious homeowners, however. Yeah. Homeowners can purge the remnant from their homes with the use of a Sealy stone, but the journey to retrieve one is both long and perilous, and not recommended. If a warlock remnant proves sufficiently hazardous or inconvenient, it's just recommended to relocate. Okay, I am kind of glad that there's no audio for this, so we should be good. What's going on here? Oh. I was like, why did I just get a notification? Apparently, I have satisfied some Twitch achievement. Yay! Let's see. Not the followers achievement, that one's still a ways off, but which actually I've got the meter up on the screen now that I notice it right there. I forgot I put that there. Okay, we've kept this lady on hold for quite a while, even though we already knew the answer forever ago. So, I'm pretty sure you've got a wine sprite, milady. Oop. Submit! Congratulations, you win a... Oh no, you don't win a Warlock Remnant. You're inflicted with one. Getting closer to driving doze? I don't need my... That's going to be a very awkward and difficult day for me the first time I receive money. Frets, I keep saying it, I still need to talk to you about that to make sure I get all the details figured out. Oop, distractions though.
So, I think something may have died inside my desk. It stinks to high heavens and something is leaking out of it. I had to lock the door to my office since my kids are overly curious about the smell, so
wood secretions.
I need to know what to do about this as soon as possible.
Got your answer. I'm a model employee.
Please hold.
Except for that one stain on my record on day 3, I think it was. 2 or 3. We'll deal with that. But yeah, I'm very sure this is wood secretions. Ha 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 ha. Substance, sometimes from wood, that you mistreated. Known to drip from wood materials, causing sticky substance. Can be deadly. Rapid translation of flesh if ingest. I forgot about the rapid translation. I hate that phrase. Keep animals and humans away at all costs. Its foul odor is interpreted as sweet candy to them. Interesting. So yeah. Ma'am, you have mistreated your desk, apparently. You're just gonna have to remove the desk. Carefully. And, in the future, take better care of the wood in your home. Don't bang it around, don't knock on it, don't scratch it, just treat it well. And don't insult it. Clearly you stubbed your toe and cursed your desk out or something, and it's frequently, and it's just like, I've had enough of that. Or your pet's piddling or something. So. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. Next caller. Apparently Saturdays are a little quieter. I wonder why there's the delay between calls like that. Like a random number generator?
I think there's someone watching me. Outside, something is moving around in the trees and I can never get a good look at them, but I know they're out there. I've seen their eyes. I don't know who they are, but the police were no help. They just asked me stupid questions like if I mowed my lawn recently or if I ate fruit in public or something. They told me to call you, hoping you'll be more helpful.
The police are alarmingly maybe is not the right word, surprisingly helpful in this game. They keep giving people, asking, the right questions. They seem to know what's going on. Or at least they know to refer people here. Police seem to be in the know. Curious.
Please hold.
But you got a Spriggan. Definitely a Spriggan. That memory is fresh in my mind. Ha-ra-ra-ra. Submit. So yeah. I forget if we can remove those. No, you can't. You're stuck with it. You've got a new lifestyle now. Or you can move. That's an option. The housing market hasn't exploded yet. You're in your time. Must be nice being able to afford a house.
My brother told me to call this number, but I don't know why. Things have never been better around here.
Oh yeah.
My brother says he doesn't like the way the leaves move. The way they grow around the house like a warm embrace. Things are good here, brother. Things are good. Would you tell my brother that things are good?
I like the way that was delivered. Things are good here, brother. Things are good. Would you tell my brother that things are good? Milady, you've got autumn vines.
Please hold.
Pretty sure that was all about. Hararar. Often report feeling dizzy, lightheaded, or blissful. She certainly sounded blissful and possibly a bit lightheaded, so that sounds accurate. And he did mention the vines. Seem like the way the leaves move. Admittedly, I hope her brother is listening in on this because I don't think she's going to do anything about this. It's going to have to be her dear brother that's going to have to help out. The stone is barely ringing off the hook. It's so slow. Like, my work phone is far busier than this, and I'm not even supposed to get calls. I don't even know how this works, honestly. C'est la vie.
Hi.
Pixelation.
You know how I got here?
Oh.
I'm not where I should be. Please, I was told that you could help me. My family. They aren't my family. I don't know what's happened. Please tell me how to get back to my family.
You stepped through the neighbor's door, didn't you?
Please hold.
Neighbor's doorway, sorry. Yep, parallelism. Result in unwanted, altered behavior, perceived missing memories. Yeah. So. And confusion. Sorry, ma'am. I don't know. Like, they didn't really mention a solution aside from door removal. Can you just step back through? Is that a thing you can do? But yeah. Hopefully our team of specialists can help out. It's a warm night. The heat's actually building up in my apartment. Why does that feel bigger than usual?
Hi, yeah, there's this
Hi.
awful smell of rotten eggs coming from my dining room, and when I looked to see what it was, I saw this awful, disgusting pile of crap on my dinner table. It's quite big, too, which has me worried that whatever produced this might still be in the house, because who knows how big this thing is. I mean, my dog can't even lay down something that big.
Thank you. Two things come to mind immediately based on this. I wonder. So the first one, the rotten eggs, makes me think of the garbage gnome. The second one, the big pile on the dining room table, the dinner table, makes me think of the Fey feast. I don't recall that mentioning rotten egg smell though.
Please hold.
Let's see though. Fey feast. So like there's the big pile on the table. Edible food substances. Various species of fungi, but not rotten eggs. And it's not dangerous to consume, so it's probably not rotten eggs as well. So hospitable presence, not hostile, hospitable presence. Yeah, like it definitely is not jacket weather. It felt very nice out earlier. I might go for a walk after this, a brief one, just to enjoy the autumn night. For Maximus Shared say, oh yeah. And the other one was the garbage gnome I was thinking it was, or like maybe it's a trash gnome, was it? Yeah, trash gnome. You can see which word I typically use to refer to this thing. Homeowners with trash gnomes often report the smell of rotten eggs. Large clumps of fur, tip garbage cans. I'm inclined to vote on trash gnome and not Fey feast. The problem is the pile on the dining room table is confusing me and throwing me off. Awful, disgusting pile of crap on my dinner table. Although she seems pretty convinced it's actual, literal crap. So, territorial, convenience, biting, don't discard trash, diseases, rabies, tetanus. There's no mention of them just busting a biscuit on your table. Any reason you guys think that I shouldn't do trash gnome? Anything else coming to mind that maybe I'm neglecting? It honestly feels like the best fit so far. Hum, 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 hum. I'll have a sippy. A sippy of the Kraken. I am the top Hell's Elf. One day, Master will give me a sock. Or my freedom, one knows. I would prefer the freedom, honestly. Something tells me I had the freedom and I gave it up by ignoring our poor mouse friend. Problematic. Oh well. Man, I wonder how AR Kit's going to interpret me drinking. That'll be interesting to see. As it is, I have to keep like drinking from the side so I don't like cause the camera to like spaz out. Alright, I think I'm gonna go with trash now. Nothing else is really coming to mind as I pondered. Ponder. Olapatik. The Horde. Let me take a quick peek at the Horde once again. The Horde! Odorless. Yeah. The stuff is gonna be, you know, odoriferous probably, but the Horde itself is odorless. It's trash, rotten food, syringes, rusty metal. Yeah, she didn't mention any of this other stuff, so yeah, okay. Yeah, it's probably the trash gnome. There you are. Trash Ganami. Submit to my authority. Or at least my enhanced knowledge. I'm happy to see that my Steam notifications don't show up on the stream. Means at least I got that part right. It's nice to see when people are popping into games and what they're playing. Although I looked too late to see what Bones was playing. He left a while ago.
Yeah, Paul here. I'm not sure what to do anymore. My kids can't sleep at night. I've been spraying about 50 different kinds of pesticides all over the place, washed and scrubbed all the bed sheets as much as freaking possible. And every night it's the same story. Bunch of itchy kids with nightmares waking up at 4 a.m. and begging to sleep in Papa's bed. I'm fresh out of ideas.
Huh. We're getting some interesting ones today where they seem to be mixing different symptoms together, which honestly I expected that to be earlier in this process. And not on day 6. Bedbugs? Yeah, you might be right. Although he did say all bedbugs are somewhat resistant to pesticides, aren't they? They're freaking heinous. Washed and scrubbed all the bed sheets as well, but you know that's not going to get rid of the bed bugs. They go into like the mattress like seams and such. So they're running bed sheets as much as freaking possible every night. Itchy kids with nightmares at 4 a.m. That's interesting. When they beg to sleep in your bed, if you've been letting them in, then they probably are. I would think they would have brought some of the bed bugs with them. Have you not had this issue? But you're right, I do think bed bugs are the top of the list of suspects here. Considering how much he's washing these, I don't think it's bed teeth.
Please hold.
Thankfully. I'll take a quick peek though. So I'm pretty sure laundry, just washing them is enough. Yeah, as long as you wash them regularly, that'll do it. So yeah, it's definitely not bed teeth. Bed bugs though. God, that's annoying. Why is that one such a close-up? Feeding on the blood of humans, insane habits, sleeping areas, hunters, and fence, but report itchiness and sometimes a delayed onset of rashes. Relatively harmless. Attract other pests. Resistance to the majority of common pesticides. Therefore quite difficult. Yeah, Rail, I think you're spot on with this one. I'm pretty sure you're right that it's bed bugs. So, good call out. Very good call out. One quick peek. Nothing. And this might be that thing that I was expecting on the previous day, is that saying like they're gonna be throwing me a curveball at any point now, where it's just like something mundane instead of all the fantastical stuff. This is probably the mundane. Dreamweaver. That didn't cause itchiness, if I remember right. God, why did I click on you? Anyway. Yeah, no direct harm. Okay, we're just getting off of that. Thank you. False artifact, false flower, rosebush, roots, hobs and pipes and gophers and hordes and flies and fires and fly, spoiders and kobolds and sprites. Yeah, I don't see anything that comes remotely close to that, to the bedbug as an answer. I like the hold music today. It's a little more active. It wouldn't be ticks. Not several nights in a row anyway. And it's not the hag. The hag wouldn't be itchiness, so. Yeah. I'm gonna stop second guessing you. Bed buggers. Submit. I'm so glad I haven't experienced this anymore. Knock on wood. Apologize to wood. Please do not secrete. Thank you. Watch, my desk starts pouring pink goo. Like Ghostbusters 2. Yeah, it was 2. The one with Ego. No, Vigo.
Okay, you want to explain to me what the hell is happening? I called last week to ask why my home heater has been having issues, and nothing's changed after following the instructions you sent me. Be quiet. I know your teeth hurt, but Daddy's on the phone right now. Anyway, we're still freezing our butts off over here, so tell me what the hell is happening right now so I can get this fixed properly.
You've got leprechauns. Gotta squeeze some New Year's cheer out of you, Big Apple. And I watched Ghostbusters when I was a wee brat. I only remember some highlights of it. I probably shouldn't have watched it, because, you know, there's a certain scene in the first Ghostbusters that definitely sticks in your mind when you're a kid, and you're just like, ooh, I wonder if that happens. You know the scene. But I haven't, like, I saw the first 2 movies. I saw the first one actually a few times, I think, because we had that one on VHS. I don't think we had the second one on VHS. And I used to watch the cartoon series. It was among the Saturday morning cartoons, as well as the before school cartoons. Like one of those is a rerun. I can't remember which. Probably the before school one. It was, but I haven't seen like any of the newer movies. And I'm sure there's even some older Ghostbuster material I haven't seen yet. Have I played any of the games? There were multiple Ghostbuster games, I think. That could be worth looking into as well. I am not on Facebook. I actually deleted my account a long time ago. Couldn't stand it. Honestly, I'm most of the way there with my jitter as well. It's the guy animating the movies in the style of the... That sounds awesome. I really like those labors of love when people do that. and like that's a true fan right there. And it's awesome when a fan's skill lines up with it, and they just they just go to town on that kind of thing. I would love to see that when he finishes. Like, I'd pay for that. It was written by Remus Aykroyd, and was one of them was written by Remus Aykroyd, and was what they really wanted Ghostbusters 2 to be. Really, ooh, okay. Oh, one of the newer ones you're talking about? One of the newer movies? Not like one of the fan projects? You're saying was a darker one that they had rewritten or written? Oh, one of the video games. Ooh. One tick. I feel a need to make a note. Where are my utilities? Notepad. Ghostbusters game series. Look up the rest of the IP. Well, you're at it. Okay. Is there something else I wanted? Oh, it's gone. This is why I need to write things down, and why I did write this one down. I definitely wanted to follow up on this. I feel like there was something else I said I was going to follow up on, and like a Burke, I didn't write it down. Meh. Oh well, whatever. It's lost. Haha. Hopefully I'll remember. I'm still not sure. Oh, but yeah, the reason I think this guy has leprechauns, says his home heater has been having issues. Something made of metal. And this poor child, their teeth hurt. Their fillings have been yanked. That's what's happened here. Oh, I feel so bad. Like, how is this? I don't know what he's done. I can't draw conclusions. I would like to think that a responsible parent would have, as much as I would love to just put a child into, anything that causes them to end up at a great distance or a great silence from me, as much as I'd like to do that, like, if you're going to have a child, I expect you to be responsible for it, for them. Yeah, for it. But yeah, like, did he not look in the kid's mouth to be like, to see why their teeth hurt, or take it to a dentist? Oh, poor kid. So, I've had enough fang issues in my life that tooth pain sucks. It hurts so bad. I would not want that for anyone. Even a brat. Let's see. So they had written a script for Ghostbusters 2, but the movie companies had marketed so much to kids, plus a TV show, they had to water it down. So in 2009, they released Ghostbusters the video game, voiced by all the original actors and many of the characters from one. Voiced, you say? So that wasn't on like just NES or SNES. That must have been on like at least like PlayStation. Did they do voices on PS1? Although it could have been CDO or 3DOs. I forget which one it is. Maybe both. The one with the Zeldas of which we do not speak. Story-wise is really okay. I would like that. I love a good story. All right. Let me. This poor kid. I'm not going to keep them waiting. Let me get you the leprechaun information. Like, go get that taken care of. And that way, once your kid is like not in pain anymore, then I can go back to hating the thing. See, Aykroyd said later it was what they had written and wanted to be. It had Annie Potts, Harold Ramis, Aykroyd, Murray, the mayor. Oh, Annie. I remember you now.
Pranksters might be giving my wife and I a run for our money.
Is that so?
Lately, my wife's clothes have started going missing, and at night I keep hearing this strange whoopee cushion type sound coming from outside.
You got trolls.
I tried to scare the kids off by keeping the porch lights on at night.
Like actual trolls, not the,
sign, but
you know, internet variety.
I think they're onto my tricks. Do you have any
Like putting out a neighborhood watch sign. Yes. UV lights. That'll do you.
Please hold.
But yeah, sir, you've got trolls. Especially the part about the whoopee cushion, that really just gave it away. Hearing this strange whoopee cushion type sound. Yeah. Why do they always blame the youth? Stop blaming the youth. Treat the youth right. Bastards. Ha ha ha. Trolls, 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 trolls. There we are. You've got troll dolls. Beware. Well. I should rewatch the Ghostbusters series. I should take Bones up on his offer for VR chat movie nights, honestly. I don't know if he actually does them, but he suggested it.
Hello, I
Hi.
saw your commercial and I thought I would call just in case you might know what's going on.
Oh, we'll do our best to help.
Putting on my kettle for a bit of afternoon Earl Grey when I heard this awful buzzing
pleasant.
sound coming from the cupboard. I looked around inside, but I couldn't find anything but a few loose tea leaves.
Oh
I'm
no.
concerned about the hornets and the bees and the like because I'm quite allergic to their stings, you know. So I just wanted to know if there's anything I should be worried about right now. My hearing isn't what it used to be, after all.
Oh, poor Sheila. I like the sound of her. She sounds very pleasant.
Please
Hold on a moment. Let me just double check. Let me double check the info, but this definitely sounds like a tea sprite. Oh. I don't remember hearing the network error in the ringtone. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's a tea sprite though. Madam, milady. She sounds much more pleasant than the bucket woman though, so I like her. Once you've dealt with the tea sprites, would you mind if I came over? Like, I love Earl Grey tea. I'd be happy to share like some of mine with you. And we can chat. I really do love Earl Grey. I'm not just, but that's not a bit. Like I enjoy a spot of tea. Frets, we need to do tea and snacks again. It's been forever. Tea, snacks, peace. Oh, there's that warning. I'm hoping she's a bit more like Liz, although she doesn't sound shell shocked.
Some medical help.
Uh-oh.
I'm not exactly sure what to say since I talked to our family practitioner already, but he said to call here, so we've been having some trouble sleeping. I thought it was just me, but both my husband and I started feeling shortness of breath around the same time. I'm worried about something spreading through our house since our kids all have asthma and some particularly severe allergies. We tried washing all the bed sheets in the house, but that didn't really help much.
You got hags.
We haven't had any issues yet, so could you help us out sooner rather than later?
It sounds like you've got bed hags. I'm pretty sure I said to call here. Trouble sleeping. Sure. That was just both my husband and I started feeling shortness of breath around the same time. And kids have asthma. And washing is doing nothing.
Please hold.
Pretty sure you got bed hags. I'm pretty sure I can't see that. Yeah. Alright, so we'll just submit bed hags. Because the only other thing that comes to mind as a possibility was a Dreamweaver. But they want you to sleep. So they're gonna do everything in their power to make you want to be comfortable and sleep. So yeah, you've got bed hags. Bed hag. 2 bed issues in one day. bed bugs, bed hags. Significantly different. I have a lot of tea. There's a lot of tea in my cabinet. Help me work through it. Although I suppose it helps if we align our schedules. Hararara. Hararara. This Saturday is long. I think the Friday was kind of long. Ooh, there we are. Up. Ooh. Huh?
So, I've been hearing this weird sound coming from the walls. Not exactly sure what it is. But
I hear it.
having a hard time sleeping at night because
You've
of
got
this
whistling
thing.
fungi.
Can you hear that? It's been non-stop lately. I've replaced all of my smoke detector batteries and everything. But I cannot figure out where the sound is coming from.
Ma'am, I love you. I've heard so many fucking smoke detector dead battery beeps on calls at work. I love that you thought to do that because you heard a noise that was out of place.
Please hold.
So many people in meetings at work just inflict their batteries on us. And it's not like a one-off either. The same person will just beep after beep for days, weeks on end. Like, honestly, what I want a button in Zoom that when I push it for any particular person, it'll charge me. I don't mind that, but it will just dispatch a new smoke detector to their residence or 9-volt batteries. You know, maybe give me the option. I don't know, but I want to be able to just be like, or maybe a coupon for a smoke detector, something where they can choose what they need for their residence. But I want to force replace those things. So bad. Oh right, but you've got the whistling fungi, my lady. Heck, honestly, it sounds like it's really close to being an issue. You should get out. Yeah, I see some things on this model I still need to fix. I'll get that done soon. What matters is I have floppy ears. Be envious. Oh, there you are.
The pile keeps growing. Tell me how to get rid of it. The instructions you sent didn't work and smells so foul. I'm hearing angry voices coming from the walls. They keep telling me to eat it. Please, I don't want to eat it. Don't make me eat.
So I think I got the trash gnome wrong. Apparently it was a Fey feast. Oops. Alright, well, second mistake.
Hello? Can you
Hi.
help me? There's this
Hopefully.
terrible smell in my house, and I can't figure out where on earth it's coming from. I think it's upsetting my puppy Meatball, too. He's really been acting up lately. I can hardly blame him.
Uh-oh.
It smells so terribly rotten.
Oh no.
Please, can you help?
Oh no. I'm very sure I know what this one is.
Please hold.
Ma'am, you got a puka. I didn't have to think about that one. Because that one scarred me a little bit. This one. So I can scar you guys too. Again. Say hello to Meatball. Hi, Meatball. Or new Meatball. I can't believe it's not Meatball. Oh. Impossible? Oh, wait, no. That's a different issue. Oh. it appears you've become Whisker's next meal. Well, that's what you get for prank calling. Sorry. I don't think I have the ability to reverse that. No. You didn't do anything particularly bad. But, yeah, sure. If I ever figure out how it's done, and you're still alive, I haven't become a treat for Whiskers, I'll ask if we can do something about that. Maybe. If I remember. Yeah, see, I got the one wrong. It was a Fae feast. She described it as actual, like, feces. But the description in the catalog said it was explicitly edible foods. I don't understand. She also mentioned the rotten eggs. The only way that makes sense is if it had been there for a long time and it had just been rotting on the table. Like, why would she wait to call? I don't understand. Alright. Oh. Entry browse. Oh. Well. The ones beneath the soil are apparently coming to pay a visit. At least that's what I assume by the giant hole in my wallpaper now. Huh. Entry browser. Oh, okay. So you can see everything. So I'm definitely at the end of the game then if they're just throwing this thing on the desktop for me like this. Making it easy access so you don't need to actually enter a stage level a day. You don't have to enter a day's call queue. You just look through things on your own now. So we must be approaching the end. If this was a normal day at school for me, I would understand that this is a hint that I should study. But there's a final exam of some sort coming. YOLO. All right. Congratulations! Employee number 036. We are happy to report that we are most pleased with your labors and are currently making all the necessary preparations for your impending descension. Assuming you pass the trial. Yep, there's the final exam. In caps. The trial. The soil is fertile. Keep up the great work. And thanks for working through the weekend. Sincerely, Corporate. I'm about to find out who Corporate is, I think. Well, I got one last deal. Congratulations, employee, on your high accuracy rate. You get a coupon for a glamour stone. Whether you're simply too tired to concentrate, or if you just want to look your best without the stress. Our glamour stones are here to put you at ease. With our patented protective seal, our glamour stones have a 99.9% reliability rating. It's better than most things in real life, honestly. To receive your discount, simply type the following code during your online checkout. Here we go. Wham glam, thank you, ma'am. God damn. I hate that I said that. Keep up the great work, employee. Something tells me I'm not going to have much work at this point. $1,300. What does this do again? It just puts you at ease. It just chillaxes you. Is that all it does? Patented protect. Like, I know what glamours do in most other folklore. Like, it's meant to cast illusions, but I don't really describe. They don't mention that here, really. Whatever. Do I guess I just start the day? Sunday. Wow. I didn't like that. Alright, well, let's clock in. And apparently polish off my... Thy trial hath begun. Uh-oh. I'm at the final exam, everyone. Wish me luck. Will they... At least I have this. Yeah, it's kind of ethereal intensity. Wow, wow. We are many. We are above. We are followers of our queen. What are we?
Please hold.
Just put a druid on hold. Yeah, my thought was either bees or ants. The queen really leans me toward bees, though. But they are those who dwell below, beneath the soil. Pretty much everything's freaking above them. But yeah, it's probably bees. I bet they didn't even mention the queen. Oh! Oh, I can't even look at the entries. Okay, fair enough. It is a final exam. Submit answer. Bees! Bzz. I wonder if I'll learn... Jeez. Was that good or not? I think it was good, because now I'm deeper in the soil. Showcase thy knowledge. You can do it. Yes? Ooh, music changed a little. I am not living, yet I clatter. I am small, I am weak. I serve my purpose, then I die. What am I? Definitely an animation. One of those reanimated little dolls. Freaking creepy dolls. Oh, right, there it is. I wonder if I have to actually select it. Yeah, it looks like it defaulted selecting it. You're an animation. The little golem thing. Forge ahead. Yep. We'll do it. Oh. I would appreciate the shadows, please. Your eyes really concern me. I am the beggar. I am the encroacher of the dry. I am friend to the water of the sky. What am I? Yeah. Encroach. Dry encroach. That sounds like... It's gotta be the rains. Well, honestly, the rain sport's the first thing that comes to mind now that I think about it. But yeah, because they try to encourage you to come out or let them in. It certainly sounds very beggarly. Encroacher, yeah, encroaching. Yeah, that makes sense. So rain sprite. Oh, thanks. Looks like we're in agreement. Good to know.
Please hold.
Submit answer. The Diluvian Sprite. Actually, it's not rain, that's something else. Oh, wait. It's flood, is what Diluvian means. Antediluvian refers to before the Great Flood. Oh, yep. Press on, employee. Thank you, Supervisor Carroll. Although I don't know how I feel about this place. Well. Oh. I am the harbinger of death. I am the bringer of pestilence. I am forever the nuisance. What am I?
Please hold.
Mice are the first thing that come to mind. But there's also the Dorsha. Although the Dorsha was not described as a nuisance or a pestilence. Just the harbinger, essentially. Whereas mice, although it's specifically rats, more specifically, they have been considered a nuisance throughout time. They did bring the plague in the form, or the pestilence in the form of the Black Plague, the Black Death. Have a good night, Frets. Thanks for hanging out. One of the rodents is fleeing. He senses that he might be in trouble. Yeah, would they be the harbinger of death, though? I never really considered them in that light. I'm gonna go with mice. I feel pretty good about this. Pretty good. Worst case, I unlock a different ending than I intend. Rejoice. It's time. What's going on with your face? Is that a face? Try a false face. I seek the domains of those who have too much. Step within, and they lose their way. What am I? Easy. In the freaking closet labyrinth thing. Whatever that was called. Was it closet labyrinth? Yeah, closet labyrinth. You're a closet labyrinth. Onward to Narnia. There we are. Expand thy mind. Huh. Apparently I've descended so far I'm back into another world. Oh, I wonder what the sky must look like in this kind of place. Or which way is down? And again, for the Fae, that kind of stuff doesn't matter. We are companions of the gardens. We compel those who tread to tread no longer. What are we? Those sound like those aphid creatures. The ones where, like, if you disturb them, they apparently actually compel you to harm yourself. The only reason I remember that is because that thought just, like, I hate that thought of being, of something forcing someone else to harm themselves. Like cordyceps just freak me out when I learned about those. So
please hold.
Nature is freaking scary. The problem is I don't remember what those things were called. Let me look it up before I use that list. Is it like garden mites or something like that? No. Firefall, speed, fae, flu, dreamy, dorsha, desktop, roaches, labyrinth, carpenters, the monoxide of carbonos, boggart, the moldy blackness, the bad bed teeth. A lot of stuff happening with the bed. The bugs, the hags, and the teeth. Should I go? No, you don't need to Google it for me. Thank you, though. Like, I'm pretty sure as soon as I see the name, it'll pop into my mind. It wasn't any of the falses. Go for horde, house flies, house spider, kobold, lamp sprite, laundering gnome, fungus, mole neighbors, night gnome, pipe, puka, portal, raccoon, rain, or innovation. Seedlings, that's what those things were. And just in case, Panzer Gardeners we compel. Okay, yeah, compel is the key word. Seedlings were the ones that compel you. I am 98% certain. So, lettuce is in a garden, but we're also going to mention the seedlings. Submit. Ha, ha, ra, 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 ba, ba. Let go thy stilted soul. Stilted soul. I haven't used the word stilted in so long, I've kind of roughly forgotten the context. Like stiff or something like that. It's a mole! It's a little mole. Or a big mole, apparently. He's apparently big enough to wear his own cloak. I am the dancer. I am the bringer of destruction. I consume the weak and the reckless. I am the forsaken oil and the careless light. What am I? Congratulations, Housefire. You finally got to be used as an answer. Fire is often said to dance. It's certainly a bringer of destruction. It'll consume anything, not just the weak and the reckless, but often them first. Yeah, forsaken oil, careless light. Definitely obvious fire hazards that we all learned from all the fire hazard training that we got as kids when it was all the rage to put those like fire, like those stickers on our windows saying, you know, so this is a bedroom, help evacuate us from here. And you had to do like all the fire escape plans and all that stuff. Why was that so focused in our childhood? I don't think I hear about that happening nearly as frequently anymore. It's a bit like DARE. I wonder if they... No, I think they still do DARE in some school systems. Anyway, house fires. A common pest. Descend. I wonder if they would just eject me if I got any of these wrong? Or if it's just like an overall, like accuracy at the end. Oh, the teeth! The teeth! I am the seeker. I am the one who delivers. What am I? For my own sanity, I'm just going to imagine his mouth is full of sausages. I'm just looking at shiny hot dogs. And certainly not giant teeth with glowing golden eyes. But this one, this is the Dorsha. Because this one just seeks, finds, delivers, doom. So this is a Dorsha. Submit. Descend still? Oh god.
Hello.
Eyes.
Supervisor Carroll here. We've been watching you closely. For all this time, you have been providing excellent and accurate answers to our callers. These acts will not go unrewarded. And I'm pleased to report that you have qualified for a promotion. Please stand by while I prepare thy promotion.
Her eyes. Those are some crazy contact lenses. Also, I think the stone around her neck is lit up. Or maybe it's deactivated. Because also I've noticed like the lighting on her chest is a bit different. This entire time she's had a glamour stone casting an illusion to mask some of her true nature, I think. Okay. The Fae are tricky things. It's generally unwise to enter into a contract with the Fae. They not that they're necessarily malicious, but they want to play. And since they're immortal beings where the bounds of physical reality don't mean anything to them, their concept of play can be deadly. Very. And come off as malicious. There's a lot of suffering as well. So even if it seems like they're like pleased with you, it's still not necessarily good for you as a mortal. So I'm a little worried. This has a high probability of ending poorly for me. Well, I've earned a promotion by being a frickin' bookworm and too good at my job. Let's get on with it.
Promotion in
Oh,
progress.
hi.
Stand by.
Yeah, your glamour stone has changed colors. It's definitely related. Oh, it's a video. Am I gonna?
Please, be not afraid. Come close.
I'm only afraid of TOS. Please don't get me in trouble. Maybe not this close. Ma'am, there's fungi on that. I've read enough of these manual entries. I know this is potentially problematic.
Congratulations! All hail our new junior
What is this? This is so ridiculous. Oh, that was entertaining and ridiculous. Junior Supervisor! I didn't. Now I wonder actually. Yeah, I was not prepared for that ending. Junior Supervisor. Such a seemingly mundane title. Yeah, I figured there's gonna be more to this. Also, new background. Seemingly mundane title, and it has me wondering how many other of the mundane titles that we know in life, especially the more bureaucratic ones, how many of those are actually Fae? Also, it is April 30th, so we haven't reset in time. We've continued. Call training. I wonder if that's like an endless mode. And what new option do we have? Junior Supervisor options. For post-descent manipulations. Unemployment immunity. So you can get unemployed. Okay, I've got some things to try. Always display I would love that. Add button to skip call wait time. I would love that too. I'm just gonna check these immediately. I'm not gonna continue playing tonight because it's already 11:30 in my time zone anyway. And I need to fix my sleep habits a bit. I've been staying up too late. By which I mean I've been letting my old sleep schedule reassert itself. It's not helpful. I'll leave unemployment immunity off for now. I do want 100% this just to see what the other endings are. I don't think I'll do that one on... I don't think I'll 100% this one on stream, though. Actually... You know what? There's a DLC for this that is out. It is Christmas themed. I'll get the DLC, and sometime in the December-ish month, I will come back to this game. And we'll do the DLC, and then I can attempt the 100%ing during that run. I don't have to complete it fully now. So, art book. Oh, cool. 30 pages. Damn. Hi, I'm Nick Lives, the creator of Home Safety Hotline. If you're here reading this, it hopefully means you're invested enough in this game to be curious about its development. If so, you've come to the right place. It's a peek into the game's art development process and all the human messiness that entails. Alright, I'll be curious to see what you lay out there for that. I hope you enjoy this thorough and admittedly indulgent look into what went into making Home Safety Hotline the game it is right now. I'm not going to read all of these, but like, it's cool that there's inspiration in here. Nice. Influences, bestiary, new magic, 1-800-bestiary. Analog. Yeah, these are the analog horror things that I remember seeing on YouTube that I actually briefly mentioned earlier without mentioning them specifically. Like, these were like a fun balance of creepy. And so, like, I like that they put these, that this was part of the inspiration. It definitely felt like it. Jeez. The Lunar Archives. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. It's curious. Hello, Tooth Monster. Strange things happen in your home. It lives in your house. The Hobgoblin. Hobgoblin. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. Fae for days. Alright, some sprites and gnomes. The gnomes look like giant noses in the way this is done. False face, though, on the Boggart. Or maybe. Strange hole on top looks vaguely like a mouth. It is. Cute. Alright. The leprechaun. Myself having to paint eerie monster in order to get... When drawing monsters, frequently I would find myself having to paint the entire monster in order to get certain poses to feel accurate, before erasing parts of them later to hide them behind some furniture or blurring them to oblivion. And of course, they would be crushed into tiny pixels by the end anyway. Less is more after all. I still had to draw them more to get there. I do appreciate that that the artist did the full thing before pixelating it. Pixelating it, honestly, in my opinion, and that doesn't apply just to this game, but like most games, it's why I have a lot of pixel graphics games, is it just automatically gets your imagination moving, and you fill in the blanks, because your own mind is going to make something more fantastical, interesting, or even more dreadful than any author could, because your subconscious already knows what those buttons are, and it'll just automatically push them for you. I didn't like this one. The gnomes. Oh, I was right. That is a Spriggan. That was the thing right there in the window. Okay. I hate the Boggart. Boggart is maybe the most traditionally spooky creature I've designed, with his uncanny human-like face and long, slender figure. After reading the Boggart lore and finding out that they are sort of the forefathers of our modern-day boogeyman, it seemed only fitting to make the Boggart more traditionally ghoulish. So yeah, that is something else. Like a lot of this stuff, like a lot of this is based in actual folklore and mythology that around the world, with creative liberties, of course. I think there was a page earlier on that mentioned that he did that. Oscar the Grouch, but worse. Okay. Self-rating entries. Oh, couldn't see the eyes on the laundry gnome before. I don't like that. You can see the wine sprite up close. Oh, and see the warlock in more detail as well. He actually is less spooky in this version without the like darker filter and the pixelation. um, exclusive deals, rats, the riddles. Jeez. Pace yourself. What was that? I swear I just heard a ding. Huh. Whatever it was. I'll find out later. The storyboarding for that last scene. The crown. The promotion crown. Hi, Carol. In addition to playing the role of Carol, Courtney also designed the final makeup and costumed look for Faye Carol in the game's ending cutscene, depicting Carol in her truer, more ancient form. I don't know, she doesn't look a day over 35. In Courtney's own words, I want to look like a proper swamp witch. Honestly, you look pretty good for a swamp witch. They're usually a little muddier. I just got an achievement for actually flipping through the art book. Accidental 100%ing, sort of. There are more. Because I think there was an achievement for each coupon, maybe? Or there's probably an achievement for getting 100%. I'll have to look that up in the achievements list. Scouted by Courtney herself, utilizing faux moss-stressed black skirt, finally topping it all off with a crown fashioned from faux twigs and leaves. It wouldn't occur to me to use faux twigs and leaves. I honestly would have just gone right out and started assembling the thing from like what I found in the wilderness. It makes a lot more sense to use the fake stuff. Oh well. This is what you get for being a country wolf. Cool. Okay. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, let's close out the game. I'm gonna kind of take a peek at my achievements and see what I got. I will see you on the chatting screen. Very quickly, even. Let's see. Steam, come to me. I still like that furry trash emote. Lithio. Oh, I've not seen Lithio. Notepad, come to me. Check out L.I. Theos. According to the capitalization. Oh, on Twitch. I mean Twitch. I actually spelled it Twitch when I did that. My bad. Are you saying you're cute? Is that what you're saying there in that last message? Because I'm sure you are. Let's see. Okay, I got all but 2 achievements. Haha, gotcha. Let's see. Achievements list, come to me. Yep, complete the game with 100% accuracy is one of the achievements. And there's a hidden one. I wonder what I have to do to get that. You know what? I think I know exactly what I need to do to get that one. I think I know exactly what I need to do. It's probably, and it's going to be super easy. Pretty sure that's the failure achievement. Pretty sure. We'll find out. Okay, so the only 2 achievements I didn't get from the current set was 100% accuracy and failure. Apparently floated right through the middle, in the very broad middle. Theo's a good bean, very energetic and chaotic, but a good bean. I like energetic and chaotic, in doses. Like some of the streamers I watch are like different brands of chaos. Maybe later on I might raid people into some of the more adult ones. Like Frey is streaming tonight. Frey is a very different vibe than I am. But I like him. He's fun. Theo is? Yeah. And I suspect the thing that was censored in the chat was you probably tried to send me the Twitch link for Theo. Thank you for trying. I'll go and look him. You know what? Lithios. Please find me. There he is. Oh, I didn't mean to click on his channel. My bad. Ha 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 ha. All right, but okay, I've got that. I will take a peek through his videos just to double check. Let's see it about. Loves the performing arts. Want to perform for you. Chaotic fun. Okay. He sounds adorable. Very many colors. Got a snow cap for a nose. Nice. And a poor, starving demon of sorts. Dragon pet, I guess. I never did look into those random add-ons. That's another day. Back to my channel, because I want to make sure I'm seeing everyone correctly. There we go. I just put out a movie. A movie, you say? Okay. I'll have to check his abouts to see if he put links in there to like his YouTube or whatever. I would be interested in seeing what he's got. Thanks for that. Also, I need to check my setup because I just noticed that the music didn't auto start when I switched over here. I've got some bugs to work out. Although Stream Deck did update right before I went, or a little before I went live today, and it didn't go quietly. Apparently there's a bug in the updater for this version, so it involves some manual effort. But it took me a while to realize that. My own fault. I didn't read the instructions closely enough. Maybe there's a lot of text, and who among us reads all the text that's in an update? We usually just say, accept, go on. So, it's my own fault. You have to use your hands like a baby's toy. What was that from? What was that? Oh. It was an animated movie, I'm pretty sure. No, it wasn't. It was Back to the Future. Oh, hey, yes. The one where he went to actual future. Yeah, I recall that now. Goes to the future and uses the arcade. Oh, right. When he was just like, oh my god, I know this game. This is brand new or something like that. Fresh release. Trope. Oh my gosh. I'm glad I've got myself muted in Twitch because my goodness, the delay I'm seeing over there. What do we have here? Oh. I'm dumping us off into Jarek's stream. He's a pretty chill streamer. Also, on the adult side, so you don't have to worry about, being too innocent. Just, keep it in TOS. But yeah, he's a cool guy. Looks like he's playing Terraform. Or sorry, Planet Crafter. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it yet. So I guess let's go check him out. Let's see. What do I want to put? About 3 hours. Oh, stick around for a little bit, but yeah, I'm not gonna stick around long either. Just long enough to say hello and see how he's doing, and then I'm also gonna bail. So like I can't stay up late again. I shouldn't. Let's see. Let's see. We were promoted to junior supervisor. It was junior supervisor. Do we have an appropriate emote for this? My grand lack of emotes. Haram. Actually, a thought occurs to me. I guess I know. Have you ever watched the series Battlefield Friend? I don't think I've ever heard of Battlefield Friends, where the noob gets promoted and just screams, promoted! Promoted! Nope. Haven't seen it. Never heard of it. Like, what kind of show was that? Like, where did it air? Was it it probably was a TV series. I haven't watched TV in a very long time. It feels weird to me to sit around and just veg in front of the TV. I got all that out of my system back in high school when it was more or less mandatory for family time. So it's going to say that would be a good raid message. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, it's out of my league. Thanks for the effort, the try though. YouTube series, Neebs Gaming. I haven't heard of Neebs either. I don't remember things as. Let's see. Battlefield Friends by on YouTube by Neebs Gaming. Yeah. Send me a link in Telegram, please. I'd appreciate that. And I'll take a look and get some info on it. But for today, I unfortunately lack the background. I wonder if Jarek knows them. Let's see. Does this one do? Oh, this one could do. Wow. Curious. All right, we'll do this. Oh man, that comes out real tiny. Oh well, whatever. We'll just throw this on there as well. You know what, let's throw this in. Supervisor at the hotline. We'll do that. Seriously? Buggered up my copy paste. Well done. Well done, Dozy. You're a credit to your species. There we go. There's a raid message. You know, such as this. I wonder if anyone ever gets good at those. Nice. All right. Thank you very much for coming by. It was excellent. I'm happy to finish a second game. And I think I would like to figure out another like quick one for Monday next time. But yeah, that was fun. I'm looking forward to the next one, and I'm gonna check the poll results tonight as well. And yeah, we'll see what we're doing Wednesday. So again, thank you. I hope you have a good time for streaming. Aw. Thanks for hanging out. Like, especially considering like everything you're going through right now. I hope you get full power back and you don't have to share with a neighbor anymore. And hopefully you can get life back to normal. But most of all, I hope the weather is cooperative for the rest of the season. So, good luck. I'm thinking of you. But yeah, thanks for spending some time with me. I very much appreciate it. I hope to bring some more, at least a little bit of chill here and there. But